Hello and welcome to Footy Judgment. Man United humbled or not, I don't know. 1-0 against Newcastle. That's merciful Newcastle, to be honest with you. Arsenal top of the league, 4 points gap. We're going to be here talking about Manchester out. Ten Hag out already for losing 1-0 against Newcastle. Chelsea lost 4 last week. I don't know why people want Ten Hag out, but it's trending somehow. Did he get the lineup wrong? Did he get cooked at Newcastle? I think 1-0 is good enough. Arsenal lost 1-0. Nobody threw a tantrum then. Nobody threw a tantrum then. Well, Man United is a shit performance from them. Just to be honest, we're going to be here with Flawless. We're here with Canopy to talk about Man United and talk about his team, top of the league. I think this is the most convincing 2-1 in the history of the sport. I thought Arsenal were in cruise control in this game. But again, yeah, Declan Rice, good. Odegaard, good. Saka, good. Gabriel Jesus, good. Martinelli, good. Tomiyasu, good. So what are we complaining about? A lot of people complain about Arsenal 2-1. It was very convincing. 70 minutes of pure, fluid, good football. But then on the opposite, Manchester United, absolutely shambolic performance. Erik ten Hag has no idea what he's doing. The wrong lineup, Erik ten Hag. The wrong positions for some of the players. Marcus Rashford, absolutely shambolic performance. But it's not only that I want to talk about Man United. Credit to Newcastle or not, I don't know. Philip here is going to tell me they missed a lot of chances. They had a full control of the whole game. But I don't know. Is it shameful Man United or is it credit Newcastle? I think we're going to talk about this, in my opinion. It was a good performance by Newcastle. Anthony Gordon proving me wrong every week now, right? In the right place, right time. Terrorized Wan-Bissaka. Not a lot of people did. But Anthony Gordon was good. We'll talk about
What
both
did you
clubs.
say? What did you say about Anthony Gordon?
He was good today.
No, but what did you say about him before? Why is he proving you wrong?
Because I actually didn't think that he has the ceiling is as high as what he is playing now. And I'm still convinced about that. And we'll talk about it. I still stand by my point. Anthony Gordon's ceiling is a good player. He isn't of the ceiling of Foden, Saka, Martinelli. He's not going to be Mohamed Salah. That's from what I'm seeing. But Man United is shambolic. Listen, we're going to be joined by somebody else as well with us here. Is that Premier League? Yeah, we can actually get another guy here. Mohamed Salah is here with us, of course. You're here. You're happy. Why are you happy though? Arsenal proved you wrong. They played well today.
First of all, sorry I'm late. I'm already getting attacked. Let me apologize first.
Why you're apologizing? Because you're late, all right?
Yeah, I'm a couple minutes late. Normally we don't actually start on time.
We do start on time today.
Yeah, that's why I'm so surprised. I came in, I was like, yo, what's going on? And it's actually the earliest I've been here. But yeah.
Really? But listen, I wanna hear from it's fair enough to start with Philip. Newcastle today. You happy with 1-0 or do you think you could have just smashed them today?
Yeah, I think probably similar to the Arsenal result, this is the biggest flattery for a scoreline ever. Obviously, the only criticism you can give to Newcastle is obviously not putting away their chances. They had a expected goal ratio of 2.65. Man United had a 0.33. But from start to finish, and from our front line to our midfield to our defense, it's a bit of both when people say about Man United's performance, and it was the same with Chelsea and others. They played well. They didn't turn up. But I think the way Newcastle play and our physicality, our character, I think we cause people not want to play well. I think we knocked the fire out of them in terms of our style of play of the way we are. And I think when whoever's coming on the pitch with us know you got to be mentally prepared. I'm going to have a fight today. It doesn't matter how good my technique is, how skillful I am, what my XG is. I have to be ready to fight today. And so Man United just went up for it. But they already, as we know, I think had a psychological, they're psychologically fragile from the Galatasaray game. And again, I think going back to Ten Hag, I think before the game started, my biggest fear was going to be, concern was that Ten Hag was going to get his tactics right, which is put 2 in the pivot, have Amrabat and Maino in the pivot of Bruno Fernandes and Højlund up front. Yeah, he didn't do that. He stuck with the 2-8s against Newcastle. I think only Arsenal and Man City can do that. He can't do that. And then he was going to make friends with Varane, and they were going to play Shaw and Varane in the centre. And I thought that was been my biggest fear. But obviously, he didn't make up with Varane. He stayed on the bench and he played 2-8s, and he got punished for it. And it could have been worse. And I think the biggest disgrace, if I was a Man United fan, if I was just a football fan, and I really like Marcus Rashford, I would want him to play for Newcastle.
Really?
But, yeah, I would.
After today?
No, I'm trying to finish. So in terms of this, is what I'm going to say, I really like him in terms of his skill set, but the attitude was an absolute disgrace. No fan, whether you're Arsenal, whether you're Man United or Tottenham, should ever witness their players showing that disgraceful behavior that he did today. It was absolutely shocking. Sometimes the players got the better of you, technically. Livramento ran him ragged, but the attitude that Rashford showed, he wouldn't run back. He would go to the bench, and I think, and you'd be looking at the bench, you'd be looking at his players, and he'd be screaming, he'd be shouting, he'd be thrown up of a strop. People are looking at Bruno Fernandes. Rashford took it to a whole new level, and you've got Man United fans who travelled in that cold and rain to watch their player, one of their star players, doing that. That's absolutely shocking. But it takes nothing away from what we've done. It was 1-0, clean sheet, and we've got another player injured in Pope, and we just keep on going on. And it's a fantastic result. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what other people want to say about it, to be honest with you.
Man United stunk out the place, mate. That's as simple as it is.
Really?
Man United showed no. Yes.
It
looked like the only time they got an attack on was accidentally. They accidentally found themselves in the attack, and they were like, "Oh shit, right, okay, what do we do now? Let's just try and make up something." These guys were not even breaking Newcastle down at all. Newcastle was breaking them down with ease, getting through their midfield with ease. Yet again, Ten Hag, this freaking bozo, decides, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, I need a bit more control and stability in this game.
Yeah,
so let me take off Kobe Mainoo. Now you put an Amrabat, and let me leave McTominay. I don't know what his weird obsession is with McTominay. I don't know whether these guys have like a father-son relationship. I don't know. Something's happening between these two. I don't know.
But I'm gonna just say it. The guy leaving McTominay on the pitch after not having control in the first half means he doesn't know what he's doing. He has no idea. He just left the guy that got the goals in the last 2-3 games. He doesn't know what he's fucking doing. Erik ten Hag, now I believe it. The guy lost the plot. He is sitting on the bench, doesn't know what he's doing. For you to leave McTominay in that second half, that means you don't know. He's not gonna get a chance. This is not Galatasaray. This is Newcastle. McTominay wasn't even included in the game, right? At least Bruno Fernandes was trying, bro. Yeah. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. I didn't see a reason why in the second half McTominay is coming out of the tunnel dressed in red and ready to run on the pitch. That was abysmal from Erik ten Hag.
Mo,
how are you seeing that? How are you seeing what happened in the first half? And he thought, yeah, you know what? We're doing all right. Same team can come out of the tunnel and we're good to go. It's astonishing.
I feel so sorry, yeah? I feel so sorry for Maguire and Luke Shaw, bro.
Yeah.
Maguire and Luke Shaw
was good.
The only ones who showed fight and passion, and they're looking up at the attack like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
the fuck are these guys doing? I'm sitting here working my ass off, bro.
Can someone explain to me what is Martial going on the pitch?
He hasn't got. We know that he's physically gone. He can't give the press. Even if he wanted to, he pull a hamstring, something will go. He can't do it. This is why didn't Hoyland start? Does anyone know?
I don't know. Again, I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead.
No, Hoyland. I mean, because Hoyland's not even supposed to be playing. I think he's still not 100% to be playing back-to-back 90-minute games.
Okay.
I think he's just working his way back from injury. Obviously, we know how bad McTominay is. McTominay shouldn't be on a football pitch anywhere. But at the same time, I kind of understand why he was kept on the pitch. And whether we like it or not, McTominay can be a goal threat, whether that's from a set piece, whether that's a late run into the box. And Man United had no ideas going forward. So maybe Ten Hag is thinking, maybe this guy can get me a goal from a set piece or because if he does bring Amrabat, maybe you have more control. But Amrabat is 0 goal threat. You know what I'm trying to say? So maybe that's I'm not justifying it. You know what I'm trying to say? Ten Hag and Man United were absolutely horrible today. It was like the only reason I watched it was because Mo was like, yo, you're gonna come on the podcast. Like wallahi, I wanted to turn that game off after 60 minutes. I swear to you. But so like I'm trying to find a reason to kind of explain why Ten Hag kept McTominay on the pitch, and that's because McTominay.
Yeah, but you disagree with that reason, right? Because you need
he
to
does.
hit
He
the
does.
goal first to be able to get that guy to score.
I'm not saying I agree with it or disagree with it. I'm trying to give an explanation from outside the box as to why he may have kept McTominay on the pitch. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
It didn't make any sense to me, to be honest. Guys, can we get the likes up a little bit? Can you guys get the likes up? Of course, top FC Chris here is saying big up Mo too, Sad Philip, and Cannabits. Cannaby hasn't said a word. Newcastle played like City, relentless waves of attack. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Cannaby hasn't said a word.
The scoreline was very flattering as
absolutely. I put it in the tweet. Merciful Newcastle. They were merciful for Man United.
It could have got embarrassing.
Been 4 or 5.
And we know how Man United get once they can see too early on, the floodgates open, and they don't really know what they're doing. So it could have really been embarrassing today. And Newcastle had it in them. Like Isaac missed a few chances, Almiron was missing countless chances. And this is a Newcastle team who have, as we mentioned a couple of days ago, have almost half their team not even on the. Had it not been for Nick Pope's injury, they wouldn't have made a sub again. Because they have no one to bring onto the pitch. That's how beaten up Newcastle are. But again, it's a testament to Eddie Howe and those Newcastle players, and how it's literally the next man up mentality. And no matter who's playing, it can be a 17-year-old midfielder, and he's gonna do a job. And that's just because that's how Newcastle are built nowadays.
So I wanted to ask about this. Was Miley today better than Kobe Mainoo? Because we have had this headache all week about Kobe Mainoo. He is the Messiah, which he is good. He plays more than his age. And he looks very good. He looked very good in the last 2 games. And I get it. But the way some of Man United fans spoke about Mainoo is that he's the solution. That once we have Mainoo, we'll have control. Now Newcastle had Miley.
I would
whatever his name is.
I would only say that, and I think Arsenal guys will know about this because they have a good midfield. I think anybody who goes into that Man United midfield is going to look bad. From Casemiro to Kobe Mainoo, when he has the ball, he looks good. But when you don't have the structure, when you play 2 8s in McTominay and Bruno Fernandes, and you leave Kobe Mainoo by himself against Joe Linton, he's 18 years old against 6'3", 6'4", or Joe Linton, one of the most physically aggressive players in the Premier League. There's only ever going to be one outcome of that. And so if you put Kobe Mainoo into Newcastle's team, then you're going to see the real Kobe Mainoo. But you don't. If you put Miley into Man United's team, you're going to think, why did you put that 17-year-old into the team?
No, exactly. I mean, to Mainoo's defense, Mainoo's midfield partners are Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton, who
will fight for him, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they won't leave the responsibility to the kid.
Exactly. And Kobe Mainoo looks to his left, and it's
freaking McTominay and Bruno Fernandes are leaving the responsibility to Kobe Mainoo.
I love Bruno Fernandes. Like he's not gonna help.
But is that Bruno's fault or McTominay's fault or Erik ten Hag's fault?
Erik ten Hag's fault.
Exactly. They were screaming about Amrabat. They played him in left back.
If Amrabat and Kobe Mainoo played together today and Bruno Fernandes ahead of them, Man United would have had more control. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yes.
He's wrong. Like Erik ten Hag is wrong. Like nobody comes here and tell me, but they only lost 1-0. He's wrong. He's absolutely wrong. Like he doesn't know his face from his ass. Absolutely. He has no idea what he's doing. And for him to play Martial in this game, physically, Martial couldn't handle himself or Fabian Schär. Completely out of the game. Marcus Rashford, Livramento had him in his pocket. And not only that had him in his pocket defensively, Livramento forced Rashford to go all the way to the line and still beat him a couple of times.
When he could be bothered to go back. When Rashford could be bothered.
That is shameful from Marcus Rashford.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Like shameful.
I don't know.
You should look at yourself and say, how did I get here? I don't know how.
But you guys,
I don't know if this is some of you guys' first time watching Man United, but this is Marcus Rashford. When Marcus Rashford isn't contributing goals, he contributes very, very little to Man United. He's not going to track back
but-
for you. He's not
yeah.
going to create for you. So
Yeah.
I mean,
But
fair enough.
Mo,
You're not
but
being
Mo,
watched
this
by
was-
United, but, like,
this
this
was-
is Marcus Rashford, bro. He's
Canopy,
attitude
one or two.
stinks in his post. Sorry, bro. Carry on.
Canopy, go ahead.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
sorry.
But for me, I don't think it's a Marcus Rashford thing. I think it's an Eric Ten Hag thing. You look at all the wingers. Which wingers are doing well? Which of his forwards are doing well? Sancho is not doing well. Him and Sancho are fighting. Anthony, he paid 90 million for Anthony. Anthony is a dud. Højlund is yet to score a Premier League goal.
Which is
I mean,
astonishing to me, by the way.
what we talking about? I don't think he, as far as attacking wise, he doesn't know how to coach these attackers. I think so. That's just my own personal opinion, because last season we saw a Rashford that played with. He wasn't scared. Maybe he was playing for a contract. Let's just say he was playing for a contract. He wasn't scared. He was taking on players. He was scoring goals left, right, center. You know, he kind of reminded me of Aubameyang before Aubameyang got the deal. But for me, I think, you know, when you're fighting with Sancho, you're fighting with Varane, these players talk to each other. There's something going on in that dressing room that needs to come out, that we need to know about, because it's all over the place. You can't be fighting with your wingers. You can't be fighting with your defenders. Today you're fighting with this person. Something is going on in that team. Something's going on in that team, which is very personal.
But do you guys, from an Arsenal perspective, because this was Arteta's in his early days, his first year and a half, that was his fight, wasn't it? With some of the players that you had that weren't pulling their weight, allegedly. I don't know, in terms of Mesut Ozil, Aubameyang, that it took that little while to, because it wasn't about, it doesn't matter how good your technique is. He was trying to change the culture. He was trying to change the climate that was in your club. Is this something that resonates with you with Ten Hag, or do you think it's similar, but he's dealing it in a bad way?
It's similar, but the problem is those boys are from the academy. It's hard for you to get rid of the Rashfords and McTominays because they're academy boys. They're from Manchester United.
What did that mean? I'm sorry. What does that mean? Can it be again? What do you mean it's hard to get rid of them? Well, Pep Guardiola said, okay, you're for sale, Cole Palmer. You don't suit us, or you don't have a place in our squad.
Pep Guardiola can do whatever he wants.
So why can't Manchester United do this?
Difference, bro. You can't use Pep Guardiola as the barometer. Pep Guardiola.
Yeah. I'm not saying that, but why can't he do that? Why can't he get rid of Marcus? If he doesn't think he's good enough.
That club is built on grooming youngsters. You look at the class of '96, Beckham, Scholes. They're still living in that Ferguson era. That, you know, they still think that their young players are the ones that are going to take them to the future. You look like the likes of Pogba. Pogba came from the academy. He was shit. Rashford now.
He wasn't shit.
Come on.
Pogba was one of the best. For them, he was shit. He was amazing at Juventus. They ruined him somehow. He got injured. Come on, Canopy.
But it's very hard for them to get rid of these players because they're Manchester United boys. It's very hard, and they're British. It's going to be hard.
I mean, sorry, I can understand that. I mean, especially Marcus Rashford. I think McTominay, they were trying to get rid of him in the summer. Maguire, they were trying to get rid of him in the summer. But Rashford's kind of difficult after Rashford scored 20+ goals last season. He had, I mean, whether we like it or not, Rashford had a pretty good season last year, and it's difficult to even try and push that out. Even though, in my opinion, he's not a Ten Hag type player. He doesn't track back. He's not very creative. He doesn't make people around him better. I feel like it's difficult to kind of push that out when he had that kind of output.
Yeah, but Mo, I don't know if I know you saw parts of the game today. I don't know if the other guys saw it. It was more than that for Rashford. Game. Yeah, it was more than that for Rashford today. It was so blatant, his attitude. It reverberated through the whole football pitch.
It stinks.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it stinks.
Sad, focus here. Leave the chat. Focus here.
Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry.
Okay, focus here. Leave the chat. You're beefing with the chat for no reason.
There's nothing.
Don't worry about the chat. Don't worry about the people in the chat. Don't worry about them. I know that you're focused on the chat, the Montana thing. Just don't worry about it. Just focus here.
Rashford was, and I know that there's, in terms of creativity, that's technical stuff. There's only so much you can do, but in terms of his attitude, and nobody could understand why Ten Hag didn't sub him. No, why would you not take off Rashford? Why would you not put?
Didn't he take Rashford off in like the minute 60 or something, or 65?
Yeah, he took him off.
He took him off.
He took him off.
That's 65 minutes too late. Because this is from
61 minutes, in my opinion.
Yeah, 61 minutes too late. I mean,
what's Rashford's best position? He's been played on the right. He's been played through the middle. He's been played through the left.
And the only reason he's playing on the right is because Garnacho's been doing better than him on the left. So you have to kind of move Rashford out of the way. Rashford up front is terrible. The only position Rashford is good at is left wing, and he's been terrible there. Garnacho's been more productive on the left wing than him. That's why he's even been moved out of that position. Like, because even in his main position, he's not doing well. Rashford's been horrible this year. His attitude stinks. His decision making has been poor. It's just been that kind of season.
I don't know what is wrong with Marcus Rashford, to be honest.
I'm professional.
That's the word.
Yeah, that's a very good word, Sad, to be honest.
That's the perfect word to describe him. And that's the same with most of these young English players, bro. That's what separates them from the rest, to be fair, bro. That's why Jude Bellingham's gonna go straight to the top. Guys like Jadon Sancho, Rashford, all of these guys, it's like it's the same, they're the same kind of player.
No, but Bukayo Saka is not the same.
Yeah, Bukayo was different. Bukayo was a church boy.
No tattoos. He has no tattoos.
Phil Foden is different. I'm sorry, there's a lot. Listen, I'm watching Anthony Gordon. The guy leaves every drop of sweat on the pitch.
Yes.
Never hold him back.
Yes.
In tackles, in running, track him back, going to the midfield,
Newcastle
covering. Like what I noticed today about Anthony Gordon, this credit to him. He was covering Livramento when he went ahead of him.
Yeah.
He went to the left back to cover the guy.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Marcus Rashford do that? Never. It's
the problem is
disgraceful, it's shameful.
Rashford thinks he's Mbappe.
Yes. I think Rashford really thinks he's killing Mbappe. He thinks he's that guy. Rashford thinks he's him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
He definitely thinks he's better than he is. 100%. I agree with you guys.
I don't know, to be honest, but to be honest with you, like, I don't know what Marcus Rashford is thinking, to be honest. At least Bruno Fernandes, was trying. He was trying.
Yeah.
He was trying. But Erik ten Hag got all the tactics wrong, this guy. Everything. Why is Bruno Fernandes getting the ball ahead of your 18 from Maguire? And what is that his job?
I think Erik ten Hag's just lost. He's practically waiting to be sacked. I feel like he's just waiting for it now.
Did Erik ten Hag really said we scored a goal, but it was offside, so it could have been a draw?
I think he did.
Hold on. This is
not.
Did he really say that?
I don't think so.
Did he say that?
I don't think so.
Nah, Mo. That sounds like something that Ten Hag.
That sounds like something Ten Hag would say.
That sounds like something, and I'm saying both Mo's. That sounds like something he would say, bro.
Christine is saying Wan-Bissaka was sad to see versus Gordon. It wasn't really that bad. Wan-Bissaka tried his best. But I don't think. But Anthony Gordon was too much with Livramento and João Linda. They were overloading the sides, and Man United couldn't deal with it because they don't have a midfield that can go and track to the side. The difference between Man United today, tactically, if you guys are here on this channel for a little bit of tactical analysis, João Linton, did he really say that?
Yeah, he did.
He did say that.
I just looked at Fabrizio.
He did say that.
Wow.
Erik ten Hag should steal Arteta's dog.
Wow.
Erik ten Hag literally said that. He said we scored the goal, it was offside. It could have been a draw.
The entire quote is this team is resilient. We have a plan and we keep going. I will talk with my team, but we stayed in the game at the end. We had some good chances. We scored a goal, but it was offside, so it could have been a draw.
This guy speaks out of his ass, bro. Okay, good that we have Flawless here. Good that we have Flawless because we need to speak about this guy, though. We need to speak about this guy. Like, this is absolutely shameful, shambolic, to be honest. Absolutely shambolic. Oh, my God. This is nuts. Let me get the Premier League one and get Flawless here. And he is here with us, Flawless.
Yes, big up, man. Big up, Mo. My apologies, man. Yeah, man. Big up, man. Good to see you, man.
So we're talking about things. We're talking about Marcus Rashford, Flawless. Welcome first. And we're talking about Erik ten Hag saying we scored the goal. It was offside. It could have been a draw. It sticks out of his ass.
Hey, that's some people's manager, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I say?
Sorry, bro.
That's some people's manager. That's some people's manager. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't pay him no mind. People look at me crazy when I say that this manager. Word to my guy Rhino is dinnered. He's cooked. It's over. I'm saying that's a man crumble. The fact that you look, I even heard him say that, and the fact that I don't even think you man are trolling me tells you why I think of him. That sounds like something
we had to.
No. Someone said it in the comments.
We had to check it,
and then I just fact checked it.
People couldn't believe that he said that, and I
couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
You man are shocked. I even shocked that he said that. You man could still be lying, even though I don't think you are. I'm not shocked by anything.
No. Someone in the comments said that. Someone in the comments said that, and Mo read it out, and I was like, "There's no way he said that. He couldn't have said that."
Yeah, man. He's crumbling.
Yeah, bro, that's a mad thing. I can't.
Yeah, man, he's literally that. You're listening to a man crumbling under the pressure. Like someone just needs to take him out of his misery and just call it, man. Like
even I can't defend this, and I'm a proper like I really rate
neither
them.
can Mr. Devil's Advocate up there. You know what I'm saying? He can't do it either.
Listen, Flawless, I can't.
I'm a big Ten
Hag. There was no You get the lineup wrong, and you get the lineup wrong, acceptable. But coming out, and I was telling the guys, when I saw the team coming out of the tunnel and I saw the exact same lineup, I'm like, how did this guy sit in the room with his assistant and said, yeah, we look all right. Let's keep the same guys. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? They looked at each other like this and said, you know what?
Cooked, man. Pressure.
You know what? My friend is like, he looked at his friend, his assistant, whatever his name is, like, you know what? We look all right. Let's keep the same lineup. We look all right, babe. We're getting something out of this game.
Yeah,
and
there we go.
I don't understand how. And at the end, McTominay was in for 90 minutes. I can't remember him touching the ball.
Me neither.
Like, when did this guy touch the ball?
Well, that's
he stayed
McTominay
90 minutes.
That's a typical McTominay performance. That wasn't a shot.
I don't think like he's in my opinion one of the worst Premier League players I've seen in a very long time. As a centre midfielder, he's so bad. Like the amount of time that as a professional football player, your touch shouldn't be that loose that consistently. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like after receiving a ball for 5 yards, it shouldn't be that difficult to control.
He
consistently.
Hides.
If it happens once or twice, cool. But you like.
Well, Darwin Núñez does it all the time, but fine.
My goodness.
He's been hiding. Like, this tells you all you need to know.
No,
Hey,
my point is he hides.
You still rate these players, yeah? You know what I'm saying? These United players still good.
No, some of them. No, after today, some of them are. I'll tell you who. I always said Martial is done. His attitude, his body language, the way he plays.
No. I said, who do you rate? That's what I want to know.
Because
you love playing. No, not today. In general.
No, he's saying in general in the squad. Who do you rate?
Yeah,
Luke Shaw you can get something out of him.
Which was decent.
I thought Wan-Bissaka isn't bad defensively. He just needs a winger that can do the offensive job. And Marcus Rashford was absolutely shambolic today. Bruno Fernandes wasn't bad today, but he was played in the wrong position completely. But he was trying his best, and I thought he's the one that tried and created a couple of good passes through the middle, took good positions. Kobe Mainoo found him behind the midfield a couple of times. Onana didn't do anything bad or good today. There was nothing because there's a lot of blocks. But that's about it, to be honest. Diego Dallo was running like a headless chicken on the pitch. Even Bruno Fernandes at some point was running like a headless chicken on the pitch because Erik ten Hag asked him to drop deep again. And me and you spoke last time, and I told you Bruno Fernandes in front of the defense, when asking Bruno Fernandes to receive the ball from the defenders is a shambolic decision. Bruno Fernandes used to be high, and he switched. He had McTominay play behind Martial. Both of them weren't exact in the game at all. Marcus Rashford today on the right side was in the pocket of Livramento offensively and defensively. How can a winger be in someone's pocket offensively and defensively? I don't get it. How can we come out of the freaking game?
We still making excuses for positions, yeah? I bet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
Position,
Bruno Fernandes
today,
Bruno Fernandes today was trying. He wasn't bad. He wasn't the worst player on the pitch, to be honest.
The ball's on the floor. So he was, all right, he might have been a 3 out of 10 and everybody else was a 1. What we doing, Mo? I love you, Mo. I swear down, man. You will play devil's advocate to the death of you. I respect it.
No,
I respect you, man.
I don't get the Bruno. I don't get the Bruno. Like,
here you go. By the way, I got somebody else, Flawless, to argue with you. Here you go.
Cool. No. Do you know what it is like in the first half, for example, there was a few first-time balls that he gave to Garnacho. Finishing, the decision making was. I mean, regardless of how bad Bruno Fernandes plays in a game, he's still going to create 1 or 2 good chances every single game. And we see that, I'm trying to say. And one thing you can't fault him for is trying. You feel me? Like, Bruno Fernandes is always... Am I frozen?
No, you're frozen, but we can still...
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
my bad. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes is always trying. I'm trying to say? Like, he's not going to stop running. And, I mean, fair enough, he didn't have his best game today, but... Like, his best game is better than some people. I mean, his worst game is better than some people.
Hear what you just said, my done, innit? You know what I'm saying? Professional athlete runs. Professional athlete tries.
Let me get some couple of the super chats question. Number 1 question for Flawless. I think, should Rashford be sold?
Sell everybody. Everybody gotta go. Sell everybody, man. Everybody. All the players,
anybody
the manager, coaching staff, everybody. Scouts, medical team. They even poison some people.
In that one,
we get what you're saying.
In that one,
I get what you're saying, Flawless.
In that one,
the question is, should he be sold?
Yes, he's included in everybody.
He's included. Like,
yes. Word to my guy Eddie, ACGI. Sorry to cut you off. Anybody can get it. Yes, ACGI, man. Anybody can get it, man. Everybody can go.
He's completely lost interest in the club. He doesn't want to try for it. He doesn't want to work
Bro,
for
he
the
just
badge.
signed a contract.
He doesn't.
bro.
Yes, he signed the contract because of the money. This shows that he signed just for the money. I don't think he cares about the club anymore. I don't think he cares about the club. He doesn't have that same love for the club anymore. He is literally lost respect for that manager, and he's like, if they want to keep that manager, say less. I'll just sit here and put shit performances, take my wage every
Step
week.
back merchant is saying Ratcliffe, Glazers, Eric Ten Hag, Rashford 10, horrible era. It's actually in the bin. I think actually Man United this season look worse than any season, even after David Moyes. Somehow there is no direction. Somehow there is nothing going on this season. Nothing. Like you won against Fulham, yeah, good. You won against whoever, like you won against Luton, great.
You still don't play devil's advocate
I'm not anymore.
You just told me about Bruno, man. You know what I'm saying? Playing out of position.
I don't think Bruno's a bad player. What is that devil's advocate? I'm not playing devil. I don't think he's a bad player.
I didn't say he's a bad player. I'm saying, is he good enough?
Manchester United level.
See, that's where it is. He's Manchester United level.
What Manchester United are we in?
He's Manchester. No. What's the aim? No, Mo. But what's the aim? No, Mo. What is Manchester United's aim? What is the aim? No. Overall, as the football club. No. The amount of money Manchester United.
I'm answering you. You're not letting me answer.
Yeah, go on.
To be around the top 4.
No, it's not.
Okay, no, it's not.
This is why I
could be around top 4 and have a direction.
Flawless. With all due respect, the good thing about the old days is the old days, bro. This is a completely new era.
Someone else sees it.
No, bro. I understand where you're coming from. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You're used to Man United being the biggest club in the world, competing for everything, but that's not the case anymore.
That's not what. See, man, no. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's why I cut
my bad.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. No. Don't let him fool you. That's what he's saying.
No, it's not, Mo. What I'm saying is when I say what is the aim, you don't spend $1 billion over 10, 15 years, however long it's been to compete for top 4. The aim of Manchester United is to go and compete and win the major trophies. That is the aim. We have fell short because of various things. The point that I'm making is Bruno Fernandes is not that standard. That's Manchester United's aim. Why do you think we spend so much money?
You had that in Fletcher, bro. You had Wes Brown and John O'Shea.
Yeah, they were great squad players. They were fantastic squad players. What are you talking about?
You won the Champions League final with Wes Brown and John O'Shea.
Well, they were fantastic. Hear what I'm saying. And who else played in that? No, don't do that. Who else was in those sides? Who else was in? Mo. Who else was in those sides? Name the rest.
I'm telling you, there was Michael Carrick, there was Rio Ferdinand,
he was world-class.
There was Paul Scholes.
World-class. Keep going.
But you have other people as well.
No, stop.
You have Ronaldo.
Stop. Don't run.
Ronaldo. You had Rooney. You had Park Ji-sung.
World-class. Great squad player. No, I didn't say great squad player. Yeah, we go.
Ryan Giggs. I can't remember.
So yes, world-class players. If you have world-class players,
my point is Bruno Fernandes. If Bruno, my point is,
bro, come on, man. You're being too like Bruno Fernandes. He's a very, very good football player. Like, Bruno Fernandes is good enough where if you have like Bruno Fernandes has been more productive for you guys than Paul Pogba, who is apparently world class. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Bruno Fernandes has come in and bro, that January when he came in till the end of the season, Bruno Fernandes has been carrying Man United since he got there. The reason you guys are even in top 4 discussions is because of Bruno Fernandes. Look. Now imagine if the rest of your squad was up to that kind of standard, you'd be a much better football team. You'd actually be competing.
So he carried us. What did he carry us to?
Being respected. Okay, cool. No, fair enough. He didn't carry you to trophies, but he carried you to being a respectable football team.
Okay, what did Harry Kane carry? What did Harry Kane? Okay, I gotta give you a question. What did Harry Kane carry Spurs to?
Nothing. That's why I'm critical of Harry Kane. Yes.
Is he world class?
Yes.
Okay. So you can still be a great player and not carry your team to
he's an exception. Don't do that. You pick the one exception. Is Bruno Fernandes anywhere near Harry Kane in terms of talent?
Bruno Fernandes is a very, very good football player.
No, Mo. Bruno Fernandes is a very good football player. Don't check the phone. You use the one exception because in football, there is normally an exception to the rule. Is Bruno Fernandes anywhere near Harry Kane in terms of talent?
I think...
Hey, Mo, ask the question. This is going to be good. Sorry to cut you off, my dog. Go on, Mo.
No.
Okay, all right. Just
I think what made Man United an institution, and yes, I think it's a combination of things. You do need world-class players, but you can have a PSG with world-class players. What made Man United and an institution is your culture of leadership and winning, where you can make even ordinary players be exceptional, and exceptional players become great. And that's what made you a great team. You were churning out leaders for fun, where you had captains, people that came out of your squad, went to other teams, for instance, would become captains of those teams and manage other teams. That's what led you made, Dennis Irwin, Gary Neville, all those other guys surrounded with their attitude and their character, blended in with your Ronaldos, your Paul Scholes and everything else, just shine through. And what's happened is when you take away that leadership, when you take away that culture, which was the envy of every club, and I'm one of the people that were fans that was envious of that, is you get what you get is a PSG. What you get is a English version of PSG in the Premier League. You get players like Marcus Rashford refusing to run back to chase back Livramento. Yes, he sidestepped you. Run back. How dare you not run back and show an attitude?
Because he knows there is no consequences.
Exactly. And that's not Man United.
He knows there is no consequences.
That's not Manchester United.
My problem with Man United is some of the players knew that there was no consequences. Let me do this. Mo's waffling. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has terrible defensive awareness.
Great super chat.
I don't think so.
Especially first part.
Just because he said Mo's waffling is a great super chat. I get it. Thank you for supporting the channel.
I think one-on-one.
Bruno doesn't miss a beat, does he?
Red lips, Mo.
Nah, you know why? Because Mo's my guy and I know how he is in it. So like that's all it is. For anyone watching, me and Mo's my guy. We cool. You know what I'm saying? This is just how we are all the time.
Red lips, Mo saying good to see you, bro. No fight today.
Red lips, Mo is crazy.
But at least get involved.
Hey,
come on, people.
Red lips, Mo is crazy.
It's amazing. AMC says Harry Kane is not world class. He has not scored a single goal of significance in his life. That's absolutely crazy.
The thing is, you
spent money to say that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
you spent money to say that.
Oh, by the way, that's not only this super chatter's opinion. There is a lot of people, and not only Arsenal fans, a lot of people that have this opinion about Harry Kane.
You know what it is, Mo? Because he is a world-class talent, but he's yet to deliver. So he has a black mark against him.
Oh, come on, man. He plays for Tottenham Hotspur.
You have Tottenham Hotspur won trophies before him.
Like 50
not
years
in
ago,
my lifetime, Flo.
Not in my not in our lifetime.
None of you man were born in 08, no?
No. Like 2000. I started watching the Premier League regularly.
But we're talking.
I was watching.
No, and here's the thing is, and him. It's not even about him winning things. It's about like
he's gonna win the Bundesliga this year.
No.
He might win the Champions League this year. He might win a treble this year.
He might win the Champions League. No. But then I'll say you finally you've done so. It's not about winning. It's about like impact. The times that Spurs have gone out, for instance, last season, the FA Cup and League Cup, the man went out to Forest and I think it was a championship side. He played in those games against AC Milan when they went out in the Champions League. Make a difference. You're the best player on the pitch. Therefore, I'm holding you to the best player on the pitch standards. It's not that it's, when they win, hail Harry Kane. But when they lose, it's, everyone's terrible around him. No. Step up and deliver. That's what it is. We watched Mbappe in the World Cup final, lose a World Cup final, and his stock rose because of his performance in said final. That's what it is. It's about having impact. People want to baby Harry Kane, call him world class, which I believe he is in terms of talent. All right, deliver then.
Yeah,
you're England. Everyone will tell you he's England's best player. Okay, deliver at a tournament. When's the last time he had a good tournament for England? I've seen Raheem Sterling have an excellent tournament, but people will tell you he has no IQ and he's a poor footballer, and he was carried by Pep. But I watched him for England perform in that same setup. So that's what it is. Let's hold world-class players to world-class standards. That's my issue with Harry Kane, even though I think he is top quality.
I think Harry Kane is
Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford, right? To be honest with you, I want to go back to that. When Marcus Rashford was in the picture in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, he was sought to be one of the best talents in the world. Real Madrid, I think, came at one point with 100 million or 90 million for him, right? During that 2018-19 thing, before Vinny's time, and they wanted a left winger, and Marcus Rashford was on the rise when Cristiano left and went to Juventus.
He was meant to be what Bellingham is now.
No. He was meant to be what Vinny is now.
No.
Marcus Rashford was meant to be what Vinny Jr. is now. When Cristiano left to go to Juventus, and Benzema now is a forward, they wanted a left winger. And Vinny was still young. They signed Vinny, I think, in 2015 or 16 or something, when he was 15 years old, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. But Marcus Rashford was the one who's going to go to there, and he didn't. I don't know what happened to the guy, but the talent was there. So someone tell me what happened. The talent was there.
You know why? Because talent's not enough. That's why.
Exactly. I don't know if you. I always mention this. I don't know if you saw this interview with Bernard Hopkins. I always mention it when he said, "We've got too many. Trainers, but not enough teachers." And it's outside of just being your ability and what you're how to kick a ball, how to strike a ball, where to be in the position. What are you like outside? And again, going back to Man United, the culture of winning. It wasn't just what they did in the training field. It's everything that we're doing outside of it. Here are some of the stories that Rio Ferdinand and talks about Alex Ferguson. He was teaching them how to be men. Patrice Evra said to Van Persie, "Welcome to a man's club." And Van Persie took offense to it at first and didn't know what it was until he was there for a couple of months and realized, oh, okay, this is a man's club. It's outside of that. I think there's such an overfocus on, is this person in the right position? Is this person, what's this person's GA? It's become so technical that we forget that there's a culture behind, there's a personality, there's a thought behind it. I think maybe that's what, in terms of what Flawless is saying, in terms of one of his issues, I guess, maybe I see my issue.
That's not the player's fault.
Well, you got to build. It starts from leadership, isn't it? And
that's not the player's fault.
It starts from leadership, but you got to have some personal responsibility. Marcus Rashford is one of the supposed to be one of the star players for Man United players. You stand up, you chase back Livramento. You at least chase him back. At least pull a shirt or something. Do something. Put a crunching tackle in.
He's supposed to. Marcus Rashford is supposed to be setting the example.
Exactly.
For young kids coming out the academy, saying you should aspire to be what I am, but he doesn't. He doesn't show any of the ambition, any of the performance to be like, you know what? This is my club. I was here since I was like 5 years old.
And also,
let me fight.
Is our captain who's world class according to Mo? Is he not supposed to do that?
I never said world class.
I'm saying, all right, top class, Manchester United standard. Top class.
At the point, Manchester United standard, of course.
Top class. All right, okay.
Is top class. You know what the problem with Man United fans are, right?
Is it? Go on.
They think, I'm going to tell you, they think because their club has had all these wins before, right? We are entitled to this. We are entitled to world-class players. They think we are entitled because now they still repeat we're the biggest club in the world. My point with Manchester United is that at Inter, at some point, we faced a big dip after a triple winning in 2010. 2011 was the last thing we won, was a cup, right? And after that, we hit a big dip. I never sat and said I deserve something, because you don't deserve anything until you actually correct everything. Our owners were spending the wrong money. We were sold to a guy from Thailand called Tohir, and he made shambolic decisions after winning a triple, right? And we had Mourinho, and we had world-class players. We made shambolic decisions.
Good times, man.
Yes, and then after that, we had a big dip. We had years without Champions League. We were 7th and 8th in the league and 5th and 6th, right? I never sat here and said I deserve. I just wanted a step-by-step to build the club. Manchester United fans, in my opinion now, and I'm not defending Ten Hag today, because today, he got it all wrong.
But tomorrow,
he got it all wrong. I might defend him tomorrow, because my problem is, you don't understand something. You change your opinion based on circumstances. That's what I am.
You can never, Mo, you can never protect Ten Hag. You can never protect.
I did last year.
But this season, but this season he is completely even. I think the people who followed him the most, they wouldn't even.
I never said anything about Ten Hag this year.
And just to clarify, into regards to people see all the mental gymnastics rather than talk about the player itself. I didn't talk about deserving world-class players. I had never mentioned anything that we've done previously. All I said was, what's wrong with having standards?
Because you don't deserve standards now.
Why don't I deserve standards?
Because you don't have the top everything in the club. You need
to
build
even
the
with
club
top clubs,
first.
no. But yeah, of course you need to build the club. But I can still point out where things are going wrong and what's not good enough.
I think Bruno Fernandes is good enough to Man. I think Bruno Fernandes is good enough for Man United.
I mean, you're picking at the wrong things, bro. That's what
no.
You think you're picking at the wrong things.
So he's the captain. So I can't pinpoint that.
No. Captain.
And your captain.
Absolutely one of the worst. I said it yesterday, Flawless. And people did it. Like at Galatasaray, I said this is one of the worst Manchester United captains I've seen in my lifetime.
Who would you make captain, bro? I like someone.
No, I don't.
Question.
I don't
Who would
care.
you make captain?
Okay, so hear me out. It's that bad. Salah, Muhammad. It's that bad.
And neither of them are good enough to even play. Okay,
Bro,
no, listen.
Anyone but him.
Flawless said Casemiro or Varane.
Yeah,
if everyone
asking me that question,
I mean Varane should be playing, but Casemiro losing his leg, I don't know. He's not going to play the game. You feel me?
So we're honestly saying that Casemiro is not good enough for Manchester United in 2023, but Bruno Fernandes is. Is that what we're saying?
No. I'm saying Casemiro is not going to play enough games to be captain. He's going to be injured. He's getting old. He's going to get red cards.
There's only like a year difference between the two of them.
Yeah,
so if his legs are going,
Bruno Fernandes' legs aren't going though. I mean, you can physically see Casemiro, his legs going, but Bruno Fernandes, you can't see that.
It's not his legs.
It's not his legs.
It's Man United's midfield.
That's fair enough too. I mean, that's fair enough.
The problem is it's playing next to Bruno. That's the problem.
I'm not going to let you sit here and blame Bruno Fernandes for what's going on at Man United. That's just not fair.
No.
By the way, they made him one of the reasons.
I'm not doing that. Don't get mistaken. I am not blaming him solely. I'm saying you're a part of the problem.
He is a part of the problem.
No, but that means okay. If you're going to blame Bruno Fernandes, literally everything else needs to be blamed as well, which you are doing, fair enough. But the fact that you can pinpoint Bruno Fernandes is not right. You feel me? Because he's the only one that's doing something
I only
positive and progressive.
No. The only reason why I pinpoint him is because I've missed the devil's advocate there in the middle. That's the only reason why. Because I know what he's like. Because he'll still defend him. He'll put in poor performance after poor performance after poor performance, and Mo will still defend him. He started talking about standards and not deserving things because Bruno's not good. Oh my
God, was he bad at Galatasaray again? Yeah, he made 2 mistakes at the Galatasaray. You're not understanding. You're picking on the wrong thing. My point is, it's the manager's job.
Yeah, the manager's not good enough.
But now let me explain to you why. When I say, okay, so this Galatasaray game was a clear example of every time me and you, Flawless, talk about Bruno Fernandes and I tell you it's the wrong position, right? In this game, when Bruno Fernandes was close to the 18, he was able to drive the team and created an assist and had a wonder goal, right? And by the way, he created another assist and he was in the right place. Now, your shit manager, your stupid manager, is asking him to go defend next to Amrabat or Kobe Mainoo. And that's not his job, so he made these 2 stupid fouls. When Paul Scholes called him stupid, right? His IQ defensively is non-existent. But that's not his job.
I disagree. I don't think he was at so this is where I kill it dead, so you don't think I have an agenda. I actually don't think he was at fault for the first one. That free kick made sense. There's other people to blame. Because I can look at it and in regards to him not being defended. No.
Another midfielder would be in front of him.
You don't defend him regardless. That tackle on ZX was stupid. Doesn't matter if you're playing as a striker, a left winger, or a 10 or 6 it don't matter. Stop defending him, man.
I'm not defending him. He is a good player in some areas. Oh my God.
Now he's a good player in some areas.
It's asking Haaland to be a midfielder and then he's not performing and making stupid decisions. And now we're saying Haaland's a shit
You're
player.
being disingenuous though. Come
on. It's not only me, Flawless.
You're being disingenuous, bro.
How?
Can I ask you?
You're my guy. Yeah, you can ask me a question. You're not like Mo in it, so we get on. Go on.
My question is, what more would you like to see from Bruno Fernandes for him to be good enough for Manchester United?
I don't think he has it in his locker. This is why I don't criticize him outside of this channel.
Okay, but tell me what it is you would want to see from him.
That's everything. His physics from a physical. All right, so we'll go there just from a physical standpoint. Physicality is non-existent. He has no physical attribute that is outstanding. So that's pace, that's power, that's strength, that's mobility, that's agility, that's balance. You've never seen. I even tell you now, he's been playing in the Premier League for 4 or 5, however many years. He's played enough times in the 10. Bruno Fernandes has never picked up, never received a pass on the half turn, behind the opposition's midfield, in front of the midfield, in front of the opposition's defense, received the ball in between the lines, on the half turn, turned and played a pinpoint pass through to an attacker. Never happened. Never happened.
That's cool, but do you accept that players are different and they maneuver in different ways?
Because I understand.
Because even though Bruno hasn't done what you are saying he hasn't done, Bruno still creates.
Yeah, he creates to an extent.
Not to an extent. Bruno Fernandes has created the most chances in Europe since he came to Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes creates all kinds of chances from all over the pitch. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Bruno Fernandes is a creative midfielder and he does his job very, very well. Fair enough. And that's just how it is. That's just a fact.
No. The fact is about him, the 5 chances.
Because even this
more recent times. Because when you look like
Someone else is talking to Flawless, not me. I'm out of
Like,
there.
even
you know why?
even
Me and Mo,
even
you
this
don't have
season-
agendas like you, man. You got an agenda.
because even this season, where we can all accept that Bruno Fernandes hasn't been that good. Bruno Fernandes is still top 3 in every single creative category in the Premier League. Chances created, big chances created, X assists. I don't even like that. I don't even know what that stat is, but expected assists, like all of these creative kind of stats. Bruno Fernandes is up there in the top 3.
Has he,
all of
so,
them.
Has
And
he,
even
so
and
he's
even
this
though
season?
and
Is
sorry,
that this
Cameron, bro.
season? Yeah, no,
That's
is
even
that
this season. That's even this season. Check chances created. Check big chances created. Check expected assists. All of these things, Bruno Fernandes is up there in the top 2, top 3 in every single creative statistic, and we can all accept that Bruno Fernandes hasn't been good this year. He's been nowhere near what we want to see Bruno Fernandes being. You feel me?
Yeah, that's fair. No, 100%.
And he's still doing well, and that goes down to the fact that United as a whole have dropped off from where they were last year. Everyone expected Man United kick on this year. Do you know what I'm trying to say? After they finished well last year, you made a couple signing. Everyone's dropped off this year, including Bruno Fernandes. But he's still doing what his main job is to do, which is to create.
Yeah, no, but I killed this deadly.
Maybe you don't like.
No, they're subjective though. Like that whole big chances thing. I've watched every Manchester United game this season. We do not create that many big chances. That's just the fact of the matter.
Okay, but every single big chance we create is coming from Bruno Fernandes, whether you like it or not.
We create how many big chances do we create today?
I assume
none.
Zero.
Who do we play? Who do we play? Not Galatasaray. He was the last Premier League game, the Everton game. How many big chances do we create in that game?
4.
1, 2, 4. Where were the 4?
I think 4. You scored 3 of them.
So because we saw a penalty, that's not a big chance created.
That's not a big chance created.
That dead. The Garnacho one, is that classed as a big chance created? Even though it was Delo.
See
how fugazi this stat is.
He made a bad cross look incredible.
I don't like. To be honest with you guys, I'm not here about
Let's carry on. No. Don't shift it. We're gonna keep
it's
going.
Not me. It's not me who brought up stats. It's him.
No. So we're gonna carry on the conversation. So
you said the stats, not me.
But you answered the question.
Oh my God.
You answered the question. You said 4. So I'm asking you, where are the 4 chances against Everton?
I can't remember now because I can go towards the stats and show
you.
No,
forget the stats. I test. You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember every game. I watched 50 between last game and this game. I watched 50 games, bro.
Okay, I'll tell you. Mo. I'll tell you, Mo.
You only focus on Man United. I watch every other game.
Okay, exactly. So I'm the guy to talk to for this. Then we did not create 4 big chances against Everton. So myth. But I bet if you go and check Bruno's stats, it would say that he created a big chance. Because he passed the ball 5 yards and someone had a shot.
So you forget
that can be classed as a big chance. So no. Again,
he created.
You asked me a question, so let me respond. You said forget about stats. No, some stats I don't pay attention.
He created a good chance today where he, in the first half where he passed it to Garnacho between the lines, an incredible pass, and Garnacho was kind of 1-on-1 ish.
That's not a big chance.
I'm not saying that's a big. That's not a big chance. That's a chance created though. Like for a more clinical attacker,
that's a progressive pass.
It's a through ball. It's a through ball between 2 or 3 players first time.
He did that once in 90 minutes. And against Everton,
he
had a poor game.
He played the idiot Dalot on the left, who Erik ten Hag put at the left back. He was behind the lines. Bruno Fernandes played Dalot in a very clear inside the 18, and Dalot the idiot stopped the ball, brought it to his right foot.
So passing the ball to someone on the 18.
That's his job.
So passing the ball to someone on the AC. So this is why. So no. I didn't say his.
What does Odegaard do?
I didn't say it's not his job. We're not here. Let's talk about Bruno. When we talk about Bruno, you want to talk about everyone but Bruno. You want to talk about everything else but Bruno. You always bring up everybody else.
I absolutely started this show talking about Bruno Fernandes. You weren't here.
No, I wasn't. No, again, you're not even listening to what I'm saying now. Every time me and you talk about Bruno, you want to talk about everything else but Bruno. That's why man, I laugh. You want to bring up Odegaard. You want to bring up standards.
You don't want me to talk about Bruno. I can talk to you about Bruno Fernandes.
No, again, you're not even listening to what I'm saying now. I said every time me and you.
English is not
you aren't understanding. Yeah. It's cool, man. Don't worry about it. English is my first language, and I still struggle. But the point I'm making is, every time we talk about Bruno Fernandes, you want to talk about everybody else.
No, I want to talk about Bruno now.
Oh no, but you always bring it to everyone else. Let's talk about him as a player.
But that's how you compare players, though.
Let's talk about him as a player.
I think he has a vision.
Has he performed to a high level this season? Yes or no, Mo?
No.
Okay, did he perform to a high level the season before last season?
Last season he did.
Okay, he did it. Last season, Mo. So
it was good.
Last season he did.
So on a scale of 0 to 10, what was he last season overall?
7.
That's not high. It's above average. 6 sevens is above average.
It's significantly higher than everyone else at Man United. If anyone performed at 8 last year.
The question I asked, because certain players did perform 8, 9. Martinez was phenomenal last season.
Martinez was magnificent.
Yeah, I would definitely give him an 8 or 9. Casemiro, even for his fault, he was an 8 last season. Varane was quality last season.
I think Bruno was an 8 last season, to be fair.
No, you said 7.
Yeah,
seven. No, I mean, maybe the rate is, but if Lissandro and Casemiro are 8s, then Bruno played on that level last year, in my opinion.
He was not as good as those.
Can I ask a question?
Bro, I mean, when you create, last thing about this, when you create the most chances in the entire continent, you've played at a high level, bro. Regardless of, I mean, and when the nearest person to you is Kieran Trippier, who's a right back, who's just like as a number 10, as a midfielder, no one came close to Bruno in Europe last year when it came to chance created. You don't create 130. You don't create 130
in Europe.
No, he wasn't. Of course not.
Is he top 3?
Nah, I don't think so.
Is he top 5?
In Europe?
Yes.
No, in the Premier League, he's top 3,
no,
definitely.
No. In Europe, is he top 3? Because you said the Europe.
In Europe,
who's in Europe as a 10? Who plays as a 10?
We'll just say attacking midfielders because we can use that. We'll just say attacking midfielders. So whether you're a 10, you're 8.
He's probably better than every attacking midfielder in Serie A. Who's at Real Madrid? Bellingham?
Is he top 3 in Europe?
Debatable. Possibly. I mean, you're going to need to obviously know who would you say is better than him then? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
He's top 3 in Europe attacking midfielders, and we wonder why football's falling off the way it has.
No. I'm saying it could be, but you need to name some attacking midfielders for me to have that conversation.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
of any at the top of my head right now. That's what I'm trying to say.
Foden.
Bernardo Silva.
I mean, Bernardo Silva
Bernardo Silva isn't comparable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He doesn't create. He's not a creator.
If we're using inverted wingers
and Bruno Fernandes is Bernardo isn't.
He's not an attacking
winger. He's played as a winger all of last season. If you're gonna,
he's not close
without a shadow of a doubt.
So we can throw James.
Throw Kevin De Bruyne out of the window.
We can throw James.
We're not saying James Maddison's better than Bruno Fernandes. Let's not. Come on, man.
Nah, I fully thought that. I thought that last season. I wanted him at OT. I wanted him at OT.
No, I think James Maddison is the second best attacking midfielder in the league after Kevin De Bruyne. That's my opinion.
This season you can say that.
No. In my opinion, overall, in the last 4 years, the second best attacking midfielder, in my opinion, in the last 4 years in the Premier League is Kevin De Bruyne and then James Maddison. That's my opinion.
Here's the thing is, this is not just a Spurs thing. I wanted Maddison when he was at Leicester. I said all summer long when we was chasing Mount. Why we go get Maddison?
I think Maddison raised Man United's level. Does that get? I mean,
100%.
I'm saying
100%.
No. But I'm saying with the way Man United is currently set up, does that one Maddison you replace Maddison with Bruno? Does that make a massive difference for you guys?
Yes.
I see. I don't think so.
Yeah, not massive difference, but a difference. Significant.
So.
I won't say massive significant.
Nah, it's not significant.
You guys, I gotta tell you something crazy, right? To tell you how the stats don't represent actually what you see. Because while you guys talking, to be honest, I went and checked 3 websites, right? For the 22, 23. No. I'm just gonna tell you that the stats cannot actually be the metric here, especially for a team like Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes is rated number 1 in the highest rated player in the Premier League last year, just as of rating. And the ratings work by stats per game. You know, the website's an automatic algorithm, right? In 3 websites, it's FootMob, SofaScore, and Who Scored. In SofaScore, he's 4th. In FootMob, he's 1st. That tells me that we cannot use the stats. We have to use our eyes. We cannot just use the stats. We can use the stats in some parts, but you want to tell me that in the last season, Bruno Fernandes was the best player in the Premier League? Of course not.
No, I said that though.
I think.
Yeah, but in but that's based on the stats. He might be.
Well, no. But I think my entire argument was. Sorry, I feel like I keep cutting you off, bro. I'm saying with the stats as well as what we've seen, he's not been the best, but he's been a good player last season in the Premier League. At no point did I say he was absolutely elite.
Flawless thinks he's gonna get Kevin De Bruyne, Paul Scholes back. And then he's going to get Harry Kane up top. He thinks he's going to get Vinny Jr. and Kylian Mbappe on the right side for Manchester United. Now that's what he thinks he's going to get. Yeah.
That's good. Good job, man. It's a good one.
I think.
I love you, man.
You you made a comparison between Bruno Fernandes and Maddison, and obviously Maddison, and I think maybe what might be Flawless is pointing out with Maddison, you can see him taking responsibility, going all over the pitch, taking it. He can collect the ball deep, he can collect the ball wide, he takes the ball, but you need also a working team, and I think Man United are. When I look at Man United, they're stuck between PSG of individual players and maybe a Man City, Arsenal in terms of being more of a system-based team with quality, and they're right bang in the middle of that. And I think Bruno Fernandes represents that, where you have almost like a guy who can create, who can do all this stuff, but he's really flawed in other aspects of his game, say physicality and stuff like that. And I think maybe why there's such a big discussion about Bruno Fernandes is that he's probably the symbol of where Man United are at the moment, and I think they've got to decide who they want to be. They evolved from they lost. Man United left what made them great, which was a culture of winning and leadership, and they went for the big world-class players, and stuff like that. But they left the leadership and the culture aspect of it, and now they're in between those two elements, and that's why what Man United now are. If we're talking about boxer, they're like a Deontay Wilder. They can't fight on the back foot. They can't do counter-attacking football. They can't do it, but they got a wicked right hand that occasionally does knock an opponent out. So they win a League Cup. They get a Europa League, for instance, a couple of years ago and stuff like that. But they're not the full package as they were before. And Bruno Fernandes perhaps represents that, because if you're mentioning Maddison, you're mentioning Kevin De Bruyne, there is a little bit more a bit more of an all-round game. They're not perfect at other aspects and stuff like that. But Kevin De Bruyne isn't the best at running back, but he does run back and he works part of a system, and that makes his other talents look even better because he can do that. But Bruno Fernandes, and I think it's part of a system that makes all these other things. It's a very clunky machine that Man United are at the moment. And so I think Bruno Fernandes represents that. And that's part of the problem. So he has aspects that are great, but he has flaws that also come out and make things worse. Like he's not gonna do well against Joe Linton. He's not gonna do well against Joe Linton physically. But if it comes to threading the pass through to Garnacho through somebody's legs, excellent. So you got to figure out which one you want to win the game. And I think maybe Flawless might be aiming towards. I want someone just a little bit more well-rounded that can do that for us. But
Bruno Fernandes will play better and a better team.
I just want somebody who's.
I think it just comes down to aesthetics. I genuinely just believe it's not just aesthetics, and his style of play doesn't sit right with a lot of people, and people want to see something different. And I think that's literally all it comes down to. Because Bruno Fernandes is a productive player.
Some people are like that, but it's not a productivity. Because I think he's a bad player overall. No, I don't think he's horrific. Again, when Mo tried to twist, I think where we've been, and that's a problem. People say, "Oh, Bruno Fernandes is one of your better players." Yes, that there lies the fucking problem. Because the aim is Premier League and Champions League. We spend money. You don't spend $1 billion over 10 years to be competing for top 4. The aim, again, hear the words that are coming out my mouth. The aim is for Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues. Do I believe Bruno Fernandes is good enough to be starting week in, week out for that level? No.
Flawless is 10 seconds away from putting subtitles on so we can fully understand what he's saying. He's so close to typing it to us.
Europa League, top 4s, cool. He's that level, even though we've seen him fail in the Europa League. But that, if you are trying to do that, he's good enough because he's been here and we've seen that. But when it comes to the creme de la creme and you're trying to aim for the major trophies, he goes missing. That's why his record against the big six is so bad. That's why his performances against the big six is so bad. That's why his performances in big games overall and big moments, he disappears. Even Newcastle today disappeared.
I think Bruno's definitely can be a good player. It's just, bro, for me, it's his mentality. He can't be captain. He's not captain material. I think that's one thing.
We can all agree with
that. That's definite. That's definite that he shouldn't be captain. Because this guy won't leave the refs alone. I'll be completely honest with you. He does not leave the refs alone at all, bro. When it comes to Bruno Fernandes, the chance creation is very good, very good. But under this manager, you're going to see the absolute worst of him because he's not going to play him in the right position. He's not. He keeps on playing him on the right. He keeps on playing him, like Mo said, near the DMs and fucking trying to do defensive duties. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. So Either they have to get rid of Ten Hag and Bruno works, or Bruno leaves and then they get in somebody who I don't know.
Would Bruno
that he can
improve
work with.
Arsenal? Would Bruno improve Arsenal? Would
Yeah.
he win a champ? Would he win the Premier League for you?
Yeah.
No.
If Bruno joined
no.
up-
Don't listen.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Mo. Don't listen to Mo.
He
Bro, you think that guy's touching Martin Odegaard's position? You
he
must be
improves
skunked,
Arsenal.
bro.
Okay, he
Nah.
improves Arsenal. Where?
It's
With
very
whom?
good fact.
No, actually,
Very
I just take it back. I'm sorry.
With whom?
The
Where-
thing
where?
is, the
Like
thing
people
is,
keep talking about his
I just,
level.
I just
but
thought about it. No.
of course. He goes
thing
to
is-
any top club.
No,
and he doesn't-
I saw that actually he was gonna
what
play
top club
eight.
does what top European club does he go to and start and improve?
At the moment, Chelsea probably.
Hey, mid-table team.
Chelsea's not a top Premier League club anymore. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Table side. And
Is
here's
it-
the thing is, I don't even think he
Ayo.
starts for Chelsea.
Newcastle.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
He's
Over
better
who?
than- he's
He
more,
started-
I'm
over
telling
He
you.
starts over everyone.
The
at
way,
Chelsea,
the
bro.
way,
Let's not
the
be
way
silly,
he,
bro.
the way Newcastle play, and I said that in the beginning of the season. The way Newcastle play is through the wings, right? They don't have any creativity through the middle. They don't. Bruno Guimaraes, Joao
Who's this?
Linton, and whoever are gonna play there, they don't. They go through the wings. Bruno Fernandes for Newcastle will offer something completely.
And Newcastle a top club.
Yeah, they're about to.
And Newcastle's
there's
aims
only
to win
one
the
top-
Premier League and
there's
Champions
only one
League.
top club.
No. Let's use Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City because they're the three
Arsenal,
best teams in the
Liverpool.
country.
You're
let's use those three.
Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City. That's it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think in a
Exactly.
vacuum,
I'm
he's
saying.
better than Martin Odegaard. But the way
Seven.
Arsenal play,
Match done. Look at Mo's face. It tells you all you need to know. Look at his face.
But flawless. There's context to it, though. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Go on,
he
yeah,
might,
I'm listening.
he might be a better player than Martin Odegaard in a vacuum of things, right? But
Yeah.
the way Arsenal play, Bruno Fernandes doesn't he doesn't retain the ball as well as Martin Odegaard.
In chance creation only, I think he's better than Martin Odegaard, maybe.
But if he's protected by,
It depends on what team he's on. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like there are qualities that Martin Odegaard has that are better than Bruno Fernandes, which are much better suited to the way Arsenal want to play, and that's why he wouldn't take Martin Odegaard's position. But if you're creating a team from scratch and like it's in a vacuum, then Bruno Fernandes is the better player, bro. Do you guys ever watch Portugal, bro? He was the man of the match in almost every single Portugal game at the World Cup. Are you telling me the World Cup's not big games? Like Bruno Fernandes does well.
Who did they lose to in the World Cup?
Morocco.
He didn't perform.
Yeah.
No, well done for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, he's my guy,
Dima
but
Maghreb, man.
he didn't perform well in that game. He didn't perform well in that game.
Obviously, they lost. I mean, no one performed well for them. I mean, Morocco were incredible in that game. But I'm saying every other game, Bruno Fernandes was one of their, if not their best player. He was man of the match in all three group games.
Again, who were they playing against in those group
Come
games?
on, man. The point you're trying to take everything away from
He's
Bruno
always
Fernandes.
gonna find something to say.
Yeah, you're just trying to take everything away from Bruno Fernandes.
I asked no. I asked the question. Who did he play? Because I don't remember.
I can't
That's
remember
the
the
question.
group. I can't remember the group.
Okay, that's fine. We
Oh, no,
got
it was
Google.
no,
We on
it
the
was
internet.
Ghana. It was Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. That was actually the toughest group at the World Cup.
Okay, cool.
And Bruno Fernandes was man of the match. I think
You lot
the World Cup.
first, I give him credit for that, so I'm not taking away. I just asked the question
Yeah, that's fair enough.
because I legit didn't know.
But that was the group of death going into the World Cup.
man.
That was the group of death going into the World Cup. To be fair, and Bruno Fernandes wasn't.
I give him props because I know I see people on socials all the time. He'll play well against Gibraltar or Luxembourg and try and praise him. So I'm just jogging memory just to make sure.
I can't lie. I am flawless. You hit the nail on the head. I've seen people make cubs, bro. This guy.
Why can't Martin Odegaard do that? No, I'm sorry. Martin Odegaard plays against terrible teams as well. Why are we talking about only? Why are we acting like only Portugal play against bad teams?
There you
Why
go.
we? No. Relax. Why are we talking like only? Why are we talking about only Bruno Fernandes plays against
Here
bad
comes
teams?
the Arsenal
Martin
talk.
Odegaard. Nah. Because everyone talks about Bruno. Like, bro, Odegaard is going out of the Euros, and Scott McTominay finished top of his group, leading his country. Why can't Odegaard?
I
do
agree.
it
And the thing is, Mo, I hear the criticism of Odegaard as well. I'm not saying he's the guy. I hear the criticism. I think the criticism of him is also warranted.
No,
when you
I
look
think
at
your
his
standards is
performance.
2008 or
Odegaard was
99.
missing.
Flawless. And I think you
Odegaard
live
was
in
missing
in the wrong era, Flawless.
He was injured.
I think Flawless's standards is 99 and 2006.
Why? Because I don't think Bruno.
2008.
Just because I don't think Bruno's a good player.
Because this is what we have in the world right
Because I
now.
don't- just because I don't think Bruno's a
we
great
don't have
player.
I'm sorry, we don't have a Ronaldinho, we don't have a R9, we don't have an Adriano,
No.
we don't have
But
a
I'm not asking for
Kaká,
that.
we don't have these guys anymore.
We do have a
We
Madison.
don't have
though.
a Zidane or
We do have a
Figo.
Madison, though. Wait. We do have a Madison, though.
No, he's not
That's
a
why I asked
Zidane. When
didn't
we're
ask for
talking about
Zidane.
Madison, we don't have a
I asked for
Zidane.
Madison. I asked for Madison.
yeah,
Is
of
Madison,
course.
did
I think
Madison
Madison is a better player.
wait. Hold up. Did Madison not move from Leicester to Tottenham Hotspur
Yeah, but
this summer just gone?
Yeah.
Okay, so United could have got him. So don't put words in
Absolutely,
my
you made a
mouth
mistake. And
about
I said
me asking
United
for his.
won.
Yes,
It's better than Mount. It was better than getting Mount.
Oh,
that's
that,
for sure.
yeah.
No,
That's,
it's
another,
absolutely
that's
better than
another
getting
40
player.
million.
That's another
40
player
million.
that Mo was just trying to play devil's advocate. Oh, his movement, Thomas Muller. Oh, this rubbish. Yeah, I'm
I
saying.
I like
remember
Mason
that?
Mount.
Yeah.
I said Thomas Muller.
Yes.
I said
you.
absolutely the guy should not have
You.
signed for Man United.
Hey, you, Mo. Hey, you.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
How do you
I
move the
remember-
Say
microphone
what I
out the
said,
way?
then. Say what I said.
I don't know why I did that. That was
Mo
stupid.
is too
That was just
funny,
dumb.
bro.
That was just dumb.
I'm getting cooked to my channel.
Because it's right. Because you tried this
You're
devil
not.
advocate.
No, I said
remember
Bruno
me
Fernandes.
talking
I
about
was
Mount.
okay.
And I
When
said,
you
what's
finish,
Mount
I'm
good
gonna
at?
respond then.
Yeah, go on.
When
Go
you
on.
finish, I'm gonna respond.
Yeah.
I said
That's
Mason
incredible
Mount.
in the
I don't
final
see
third.
why. I said Mason Mount should be a 25 to 30 million pound player at max. Man United spent a good amount of their budget on Mason Mount, 45 to 50 million pound. That's more than what they should spend. Mason Mount is a good player. He's not a shit player, but the difference is a good player for 25, 30 million is enough for someone like Mason Mount. That was my point. It's not that I'm defending him. He shouldn't be starting for Man United week in, week out. I actually think that the way he played last season at Chelsea when he was injured and then when he came back from injury is below the standards. But the way he played before,
What the season before that, and the season before that, where he was
not bad. And Flawless will
team.
tell me that he created this amount of chances. I don't think Mason Mount is the creative midfielder. I actually think Mason Mount is someone that gets at the end of things. This is it. He's not
Mason Mount.
Wait. Gets on the end of things to do what? Score goals.
Goals, yeah.
Mason Mount is incredible in the final third, bro. He'll get assists and goals, no doubt. When Mason Mount is healthy and
no.
Mason Mount is,
oh my God, you said the wrong thing. Mo, you said the wrong thing. Now
he's a good attacking player. All right, how many open play assists do you think Mason Mount has?
Oh my God, that's the only stat you know.
I don't know.
He has
8 to 4 or whatever.
He has 8 open play assists in 4 years. So let's kill this myth that he's a creative midfielder. He scores.
I'm not saying he's a creative midfielder, by the way. I'm not saying he's a creative midfielder, but I'm saying
he has like. I think he's got double figure goals one time.
No, but Mason Mount in the final third is effective.
You know this calendar year 2023, he has the same amount of assists as us 5 on his panel in the Premier League. In this calendar year,
played.
He has played this. So wait. Again, Mo, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Calendar year. Did he not play for Chelsea in 2023?
I can't remember how many games he played.
Okay, but did he play enough to get more than 1 assist? He did play more. He played more than enough. He played over 20 games overall.
I love the way you cherry pick statistics. Chelsea were arguably the worst team in 2023 last year. Do you know what I'm trying to say? How many goals did Chelsea score in 2023? Like
they didn't score a lot. But if he's a good player,
I think they won 2 games in the entirety of 2023 before this season.
I hear that. But if he's a good player and getting on the end of things, then therefore, you know what I'm saying, he should have more than 0. He has one goal involvement in the league.
Flawless. I think the dream for Ten Hag was when he purchased Mount was to have Casemiro, Mount, and Bruno Fernandes. So you got a mixture of defensive play, the guy that links the play, which is Mount, and then obviously Fernandes who gives the killer pass or the goal. Was that the vision? Do you think?
Yes, and that was the major red flag for me. As soon as we got linked to Mount, I went, what? Okay. Made no sense. And then I was on
it. Right. That's a wrong vision. I'm sorry. That's a wrong vision. Mason Mount isn't the guy to link up the play. Mason Mount, you get 2 players in the midfield that control the ball. Mason Mount is someone who makes late runs to the 18, move behind the forward. Yeah, so maybe when you cut back, he does that. I think people like Mason Mount when he did that for Chelsea, he was good. The season they won the Champions League, he was the guy moving between the lines. He wasn't the guy controlling. For some Man United fans, and I said that's what me and you disagree for. You think I said Mason Mount's a good player in terms of controlling the way you want to control.
You said he's Thomas Muller with the movement.
I never said that.
You said he was Thomas Muller. We can go check.
It's not me, bro. Check the tapes.
We can check the tapes, people.
Oh my God.
Go back to never. Was it on Mo's channel? It's either your channel
no,
or
it was not my channel.
No, so it would have been never a foul. And it was when we was linked to Mount. And I said to Mo, what does he do well? What does he excel at? And Mo hit me with the movement. What does Thomas Muller do?
Let me talk. Did I say he's Thomas Muller level, or I said this is what Thomas Muller excel at? Mason Mount can be that guy.
You said similar. No. You said he's similar to Thomas Muller. That's blasphemy in itself.
No.
He's nowhere near him.
That's absolutely exactly. He's not. But you get the similar.
But you said he's similar in terms of level. They're not.
Thomas Muller has 10 years on him, top-notch experience.
They're nowhere near each other.
Exactly, but that's my point. Like the way he moved, the way he's used can be Thomas Muller. That's my point.
Because he don't have,
Yeah.
he's nowhere near, he's nothing. He ain't even technically as good as Thomas
Okay.
Muller. He's not even technically.
Okay, now we
as good.
disagree. In my opinion, I think okay, we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Of course, man, 'cause you love
the
playing
way
devil's
Mason
advocate is
Mount plays
brilliant, man.
football doesn't suit Man United. He was suited to Chelsea when he used to be the late runs to the 18. The guy that gets in crosses behind the forward.
Here's the
He's
crazy
not
part
great.
about, here's the
I think
crazy
the
part
solution-
about
I think
Chelsea.
the
He only had
solution
one
is-
good season. He only had one exceptional season at Chelsea.
One exceptional
Yeah.
season and one good season. The season after when they won the Champions League, that was it.
No. That's the same season. That season where he got like
No. The season before he got double digits goals and assists, and then the season after when Frank Lampard got sacked, he had a good season.
Yeah,
he didn't have an exception. So he had 2 seasons in his career. The season before that, he played for Derby County under Frank Lampard. And I didn't watch him at that time. I had no idea what he was.
Well, I've watched him enough to know that he's not very good.
Okay,
let
me do these guys to respect. They're gonna stop hyping.
You know the beautiful thing about the internet is it actually has numbers of how they played in those seasons, so we can actually disprove it if you're waffling. So that's the beautiful thing.
Can I do these guys to respect the guys? Guys, hit that like button. We still have 300 people here. EMMC saying stop hyping Casemiro. Kroos gave him a career. That's a crazy super chat again. EMMC is dropping bombs. He's dropping bombs. He was amazing at Real Madrid, to be honest. He's doing his job to the T. Come on, people.
That's a midfield that's a sum of its parts. So they work together. I don't think if you don't have Casemiro, you might not get the Cruz you get. If you don't have the Cruz, you might not get the Casemiro that you have.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Devin is saying, so we're comparing Portugal and Norway now.
Hey,
I think this that's crazy from Mo.
Bro, yo, listen, no, 1 second. No, okay, they're in a group with Scotland and Georgia. Are you telling me no?
Yeah, they should have qualified. Come on, people, don't do that.
Come on, man, don't be silly, bro.
They have the best. They have the supposedly the one that was supposed to win the Ballon d'Or.
If I read their group out to you, you'll laugh, fam. I think they got like 7 points.
No, you're fair. No, Mo, definitely. And whose birthday was it? Happy belated birthday, man.
Myself. I just had birthday 5-6 days ago. Yeah.
Oh shit, Mo! Happy belated birthday, man. I hope you enjoyed it, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Will Stewart is saying clean swap Højbjerg for Bruno. Let's get it done.
No.
We don't need
Højbjerg. I don't need Højbjerg in a United shirt, and then I be on here. Ramo's telling me about what he does and how he screams and the amount of interceptions he gets and that. Yeah, I don't need
goal
that.
line clearances.
Goal line clearances.
He's like Beckenbauer. It's Beckenbauer.
This Mo guy, man.
Højbjerg
Mo,
is
you're
a
brilliant,
Beckenbauer.
man. Mo, you're brilliant, man. 100%, Mo. You are brilliant. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Arsenal Football Club, top of the league, 4 points. To be honest with you, this is the best Arsenal I've seen for 70 minutes. I don't know if anybody watched the game. The first 70 minutes were sensational. Should have scored. Odegaard back to his best, as I talked before. And if this is the Arsenal that we're going to see for the rest of the season, yes, they were a little bit under the pressure at the end of the game. But at the end, they got the job done. William Saliba wasn't at his best today, just to be honest. Zinchenko made a terrible mistake. He shouldn't be a defender.
Three terrible mistakes.
Sa, talk to me, bro. Is this the Arsenal that's going to win the league?
Listen, if we play how we played in that first half consistently throughout the whole season, yes, we can win the league. But second half, I think we went flat. We just sat on that 2-0, decided, listen, we don't need to attack anymore. We've got 2-0, we've got 2 goals. We could just relax, kick back, wait for the game to end. And listen, obviously we dominated them fully. But there's still some things that I need to nitpick, like the us being able to keep that constant attack going. I want us to, what we did to Lens on the weekday, on Wednesday in the Champions League, I want us to do that to Premier League teams. They're there and they're there for the taking. Go, put them to the sword. Put them to the sword and kill them off so they don't have you could. That's how you need to improve your goal tally. That's how you're gonna get Man City, even if we are matched on points. That's how you put your goal difference up and up and up, by killing these teams when they give you the opportunity. Otherwise, you're sitting there and you're beating these teams by 2-0 when realistically in that first half, I think we literally could have been maybe 4 or 5 goals up. Same thing with the Lons game against Wolves. They were a mess in that first half. But great game from Odegaard. I think his best game of the season. He was. This is what happens when Martin Odegaard gets to drop deep and pick up the ball and progress it forward. That's the best thing about Martin Odegaard right now, is that he's able to get into that position and bring the ball forward. Same Saka and Martinelli, they got into good positions, made good runs, but not too clinical. Saka obviously got a goal, but there was another chance that he missed. Trossard, I feel like he's still getting used to that position. That left 8 position is very hard for a player as attacking as he is to really master, or even to look good in, just because I feel like he needs to get his winger mindset out of his head and get himself into that position a bit more. Yeah, I don't think Saliba was that bad. I don't think Saliba was that bad.
I think it wasn't great, to be honest.
I think that's the standard. That's the standard he's set now. The standard he's set now is that even when he has an average game,
I always judge players based on their standards, Sam.
Yeah.
Like I'm judging Saliba based on Saliba's standards.
But his standard, his standard, and how he plays.
Show. Do you want me? How you go?
There we go.
Sorry, you might carry on. I'm sorry, man. My bad.
I'm sorry. He put you in the middle as well.
So I was going to ask you, because one of the things I was hearing Arsenal's.
You want to run the show? You want to ask the questions? There you go. I'm gonna send you the email for the channel. You can just run that freaking channel.
Hey, seriously, I'll do a flawless show on here, 100%.
I'm gonna give you the keys for the channel. Do a flawless show. People love you here, bro. We love you. People love you.
I can see the thumbnail. I can see Mount next to Thomas Muller, and
and then me, and then my picture in there. You know what I mean?
Good idea.
My picture in there. Oh my
I'm
word.
tuning in. I was just asking Saad, because I was hearing Arsenal fans saying that one thing before for the Wolves game you wanted was first of all to start scoring goals early, which you did, but also to control the games. And maybe when I don't know if I didn't see the game, so you know obviously better than I do. But when you say it's gone flat, was it that Arsenal were trying to manage the game, or do you generally saw that they just lost energy or lost strength? Was that what it was, or was it just managing the game?
We had full control of the game. We had full control of the game. Yeah. It's just we didn't attack as much as I wanted us to.
You didn't
We
press.
didn't attack. And yes, exactly, press. We didn't press, and we didn't attack the goal as much as we did.
So maybe it was conserving energy. No, you don't
No. It's calculated. So here's what happened, and I think I'm going to tell you, Philip, what happened. They started the second half the same as the first half. Arsenal gun blazing, going pressing, and for some reason, the Wolves are not like smart. They're good players, right? They were able to bypass the press a couple of times, 3 times. So what Arteta did is told the players, take 10 yards or 15 yards a little bit back. Compress the spaces a little bit. That's when I make fun of Arsenal. I say calculated Arsenal. I saw it today. Everybody took 10, 15 yards step back. It was calculated. However, Zinchenko shouldn't have made that mistake. They shouldn't have scored. David Raya had his first save from Matthias Cunha dribbling Rice inside the 18, I think in the 70th minute. That was the first shot on target.
But
so Arsenal were in full control.
Zinchenko's always going to make those mistakes. Listen, Tomiyasu has gone down today and he got substituted off. I am shitting bricks right now because if Tomiyasu is gone, if Tomiyasu is gone, then bro, my strongest
Ben White was the best right back in the world based on Arsenal fans.
Yes, hold on a minute before you get jumped up. 1 second. The best backline for me is Ben White, Tomiyasu, William Saliba, and Gabriel. That's the best backline right now. Until we can get Duran Timber. No. Zinchenko, I don't know. You can stick him in midfield, whatever these wacky people want to do, where they want to stick Zinchenko in the midfield and get him to do the left 8 position, whatever they want to do. I don't know. People want to put him in the midfield. I don't personally agree with it. I don't think he has the defensive capabilities to play the left 8. I don't think so. But for me, I think that's our strongest backline. So Zinchenko is never going to give you consistent run of games where he's giving you good defensive performances. Never. He'll have a good game where he gives you a good defensive performance, and in the next game he'll be utter shit. He'll make
what
mistakes.
good defensive
Very
performance
stupid
have you seen
mistakes.
from Zinchenko ever in your
No,
life?
he has. He had
I see him get ripped every single time. I see.
Yeah,
him.
because he's not a
he's
defender.
had 2 or 3.
Okay, guys,
had
he's
2 or
not a
3 this
defender.
season.
That's the problem. He's not a defender.
He's shit, fam. I don't like
The
him.
guy shits under pressure. He's not a defender. He plays for his nation
Bro.
as a left midfielder.
But can he not improve? But should he not play in there that often? At least improve defensively.
Is Zinchenko Arsenal's
Yeah,
Trent?
but they don't. So they're not asked to. So here's the problem.
Don't
Flo.
disrespect Trent
No,
Alexander-Arnold. bro.
No,
That's one of the most.
What does that mean?
Let's
Different level.
Oh,
Nah,
in
let's
terms
not
of
do that.
defense.
Nah, man,
I'm
come on,
not-
man.
I'm
Trent
not to
is
the
an
level.
incredible football player, bro.
Not as a-
Zinchenko.
I don't think he's
not as a
talking.
footballer, not as a footballer, but like he's great attacking going forward, but
Nah,
defensively.
the thing with Trent is, I feel like Trent's misunderstood in it. He's not terrible defensively. He just doesn't apply himself. When Trent decides, like,
That's terrible, though. That's
it is terrible. It is terrible.
Hold
But
up.
I don't think Trent is a
Oh,
terrible.
my
I don't think Trent is terrible defensively.
No.
Mo,
he's
that's
not-
a
you know what it is, Mo?
stinker.
Now you know what it is, Mo. I don't think he's terrible defensively. It's just funny. That's what it is. I'm not gonna lie. It's just jokes. Anytime somebody gets dunked on at the back post, I'm like, yeah, they're just doing their Trent impression. And Trent's actually decent defensively. He's improved. He's gotten better. But it's like you're at Liverpool. You're an absolute jet. And to me, you're genuinely like a generational talent.
I don't like Liverpool too. There's nothing more I love than seeing Liverpool fail in every aspect. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't want them being even decent. You feel me? But Trent, you got to give him his props, man. Like, he's incredible, man.
He's exceptional. This
season defensively, I think he's improved. But last season, some of the games I watched, especially the game against us at home, his defensive awareness was shocking. It was bottom barrel. I think it was literally like a low tier defensive awareness last season.
Is he a luxury player? Is Zinchenko a luxury player?
Yes.
In that regards, I was talking about Trent. But Zinchenko. Yeah, but Zinchenko. I was surprised why Mo wasn't jumping out saying, "What are you talking about?" Like I was talking about last year. I was talking about Trent.
I actually think Trent is a luxury player as well.
No.
Let's say argument he is a luxury player. No, let's say he is because of what he brings. He's worth it being a luxury player.
Thank you, Flawless. You
worth
need
it.
to tailor to his ability because he's
Yes.
that good going forward.
Absolutely.
Fair play.
No, but I don't
that.
think he's a luxury player though, because he's again. It's gonna sound like
absolutely
I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but he's their best chance creator. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like your best chance creator can't be a luxury player.
What is Trent Alexander-Arnold's position in modern football or in any footballing that
He's a footballer, fam. Like that's
He's a right back.
Exactly. That's it. That's it. You cannot pinpoint he's a right back or he's not your typical right back. He's not your typical midfielder. He's not your typical winger. You need to change things to make it work for him, which is what Jordan Henderson did, how Van Dijk worked, and how Matip worked around him, how Fabinho worked around him.
That was what James Milner did well, like covering Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Everybody did.
But you can't even call him a right wing back. You can't even call him a right.
You can't because he's not that.
He's
He
not
cannot
on the
hold the
wing.
line by himself.
Why we do more? When he's still that. Now he was a right back. He was very suspect defensively. Now he's a little less suspect defensively.
I still think he's suspect defensively.
Yeah. Of course, he's still a target, but he's just a right back who is suspect defensively to an extent. But he's amazing going forward.
Except watching.
Let me do these couple of things, and then I will. AMC saying, "Let's take the elephant down." We'll be there 93%. He's saying the Arsenal will still.
EMC has been hating on the Arsenal this whole chat, bro. Listen,
that's how you spend your money. If you're gonna spend money on a super chat, that's how you spend the money, bro.
It's
you say some nonsense, bro. That's how you spend your money, bro.
It's okay, though. It's okay, bro. Because listen, I'm crying at the top, bro. I'm crying at the top. Just don't let my tears hit you when they drop down, yeah?
Okay, Tevin here is saying, "No, man, just threw strays at Odegaard for no reason." He's talking about Mo, talking about Bruno, man of the match in Portugal, when their bench beat most teams in Europe. Bad comparison. I don't think so. I don't think Portugal is all that in terms of like they're not Brazil. They're not Brazil. They're not Germany.
Who's Brazil now? Who's Brazil now?
Not now. I'm talking about back in
Brazil.
the days.
Do you see the team that they're putting out now, bro? They've got 3 Arsenal players in Brazil, bro. Come off it, man.
Hold on a minute. What? Mo, what are you doing, bro? What do you mean you got 3 Arsenal players? Gabriel Magalhaes has been one of their best defenders,
and they laugh at him in Brazil. They laugh at
but
him.
he's still been one of their best defenders.
Mo is
Still
from
been one of
Brazil
their
and he
best
knows.
defenders. Doesn't matter. Still been one of their best defenders.
Brazil have Emerson Royale and Martinelli on the left side of
Martinelli.
don't want to talk about Brazil, bro.
Richarlison up top is
Come on, man.
Gabriel
Gabriel Jesus, and come off it, bro. Let's be
Gabriel
serious.
Jesus is not bad, but to be honest, the average Richarlison, Wagner Love is a better player. I remember Eder was a better player, the tall guy, the skinny guy.
Remember Fred at the World Cup? Fred was a better player than Richarlison. Remember that Fred?
Fred was jokes. Bro.
Fred the striker.
Well, he looked like a dad, bro. He looked like one.
The one that got robbed recently. He got robbed recently.
With all due respect, Bruno Guimaraes starts for Brazil, which is astonishing.
No, it just shows the level. It just shows the level of no, Chris. No disrespect, bro. Like. Bro, when was the last time we saw a good Brazil team where there's like 5 or 6 Premier League players playing? No disrespect to the Premier League. Like Brazil, their entire team was Inter Milan and Real Madrid and all of these guys.
Let's go check.
But because
2006 Brazil starting against Ghana in the round of 16 of the World Cup.
Yes,
Roberto Carlos.
But what you guys are doing is crazy though, because the Premier League is one of the best leagues in the world now. So. Although, yes, Real Madrid and Barcelona and all of that are still there. And yes, you have Inter and you have AC Milan and Juventus and all of this. Bro, the Premier League is
Napoli.
One of the...
AC Milan. What's wrong with you?
Napoli, my bad. You're
going to mention AC Milan or not Napoli?
Listen, Mo, you just need to put in a good word to your owner, yeah? Let me get Osimhen, bro, please.
January 150 is yours, bro.
No.
Well, it's saying Tomiyasu has been a major force in your creativity improvement. Better hope he comes back soon. Saad White ain't that guy.
No, White is still the guy.
So hang on. I kept saying that last year, and people absolutely said, no, you don't know. White doesn't go forward as much as Tomiyasu. Doesn't do the overlaps that Tomiyasu does. He
does.
He is a very good defensive guy, but he hasn't been that guy as Tomiyasu.
No,
okay. Fahmo up here. Okay, I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing that fact. You just said that I pray that Tomiyasu comes back. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not. You literally just said that. If you trust Ben White,
yes, because no, but you're not understanding it. I'm saying I hope Tomiyasu comes back because I want Tomiyasu on the left back position. I don't mind having Ben White.
Mo just missed you in your sentence. Hey Mo, do a better job at hosting, man. What's wrong with you?
Crazy.
You know it's crazy. Get it together, man. Out here moving like Bruno.
Famo Abshir saying Saka 18 GA in 20 games this season. Is he a world class?
Not yet.
Saka this year?
No.
Why not yet? Why
not yet?
He hasn't won a major trophy.
Okay, then we're talking about performances. We called Harry Kane world class. We called Harry Kane world class without even winning trophies. Okay?
Harry Kane is a different kettle of fish. Harry Kane did it for multiple seasons. Saka, it's a season and a half that he's playing at this level. Like, let's calm down with the world class talks. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, world class is a big word. I don't like it being thrown around like this.
How long was Vinicius? How long was it before Vinicius was world class?
No, I feel like now people are calling Vinicius world class. Like, but Vinicius won the Champions League. Did Vinicius won the Champions League? Yeah, Vinicius won the Champions League. He was incredible in that season. He was even better last season. You feel me? And this season, obviously, he's been injured. But Vinicius won the Champions League, and he was arguably
he was instrumental in that win.
He was exactly. He was
Benzema instrumental in winning the Champions League.
When was his breakout year though? Was it the year before the Champions
No, it was the year they won the Champions League, which was 2 years ago, and then last season it was incredible.
It's genuine question, and I don't understand it. Listen, I invite Mo because I value his opinion, and I think he's very objective.
Why does Napoli fan hate Liverpool Football Club?
Why does anyone that doesn't support Liverpool not hate Liverpool Football Club?
Yeah, why does the rain fall?
I don't hate Liverpool Football Club because they have Mo Salah, so I don't hate them.
Yeah, that's your reason. The second he leaves is do you know what it is?
No, I don't hate Liverpool Football Club because when I grew up, Liverpool weren't a force. I'm just putting that out there.
You still hate the
I hate Man United way more. You know because I grew up in an era where Man United ruined the leagues. Like
no, you hate Chelsea.
I was cheating from the league.
What did we do?
You're winning everything.
No, flawless. You can understand why people hate Man United, bro. From like 2000 from 2000
99, the lucky. I think that was so lucky. 99.
Oh, what the win?
Oh yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I think
that's why people hate you, bro.
That's why I started hating Man United.
No. For me, it's.
I think
it's
that's the reason why I hated Man United. That 99 final against Bayern Munich is why I hated Man
it's
United.
not my fault. It's not our fault that Bayern Munich.
It's not your fault, by the way. They screwed up. They hit the post. Effenberg had 1-on-1 and just fucked up that 1-on-1.
And he's with Stefan Effenberg, top quality. Hey, that's
absolutely fantastic. He just fucked up that chance, that 1-on-1.
How about you just man mark from corners and you lot would have been European champions? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my God, Mo officially supports Arsenal now. Shut up, bro. You guys just don't want.
Oh, by the way, Don Hussam 6 is one of the reasons I hate Liverpool so much. My hate for Liverpool. My hate for Liverpool. Exactly. Yo.
You're catching strays for no reason, bro.
Listen, when I started going on Spaces, my hate for Liverpool magnified. It was always it's always like, they're a mediocre.
You won 50,000, my friend. You won 50,000 people.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad everyone knows worldwide that Hussam is a fraud. Hey, Hussam, hold that.
Hussam's not even a fraud. Like Hussam's just like there's just so many acronyms and so many words to describe Hussam, bro.
I love that. Hey, big up Hussam every time, though.
No, you know what it is? There's not even a reason to hate Liverpool Football Club. It's like one league title in like 30 plus years. There's not even a reason to dislike. It's just people like Hussam that make them think there's something that they're not. And do you know what the matter thing is? They think they're entitled to winning things. Or how can we?
He's gonna ask for the link to come on.
No. Do you know? 1 second.
He's like, no. He's gonna ask for the link. He's gonna text me now.
He's gonna go on a journey right now. What time is it in Jordan, bro? Go sleep, man.
Hey, you know what?
How's your week, bro?
Go ahead. Yeah, what you were saying is something. They are not something that they think.
It's like they expect to be winning things. You've never been winning things. Would you like in your lifetime? You're not used to winning things. Why are you coming here now? Like FSGR. You should. Yeah. Why are you so perfect? Thank you so much. Your grammar today has been immaculate, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Why do they expect to win things? Who are you? One league title in 30 years, and you think you have the right to be talking to these man? Who are you? Relax,
bro. Put your Twitter on mute today. It's gonna be crazy.
He ratted it from the chat. He doesn't. Oh my God. Anyway, people, guys.
Yeah, Mo, can I just
because we need to finish.
I just
flawless.
Yeah, sorry. I just
guys, nobody leaves. Nobody goes anywhere. We have 400 people here. Just wait here. You're gonna go to
man, I was late, so yeah, let the show run on, man. It's calm. No rush, man. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to finish up on this. I think at the moment we don't have no world-class players. However, we have players playing at a world-class level, but it's whether they can keep that consistency.
The chat, I'm loving it, by the way. I'm loving the chat, by the way.
They're crashing
all
on
these Liverpool fans are they're crashing on me. All these Liverpool fans are just salty, and I'm the one that's rattled. Apparently,
I'm loving my Liverpool community here on this channel. Absolutely,
everyone's talking about Napoli fan.
Oh my God, keep crashing on this guy. My Liverpool guys.
This is why I fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Wissam use that same bar all the time as well. Oh, failed Maradona. It's the same shit all the time. I've been in space with you for over a year, bro. I know what you're gonna say at this point. I can memorize it. I don't even need to look at what I'm saying at this point. Man
said he's got your lyric sheet. Crazy.
They are ripping with you with that shit. I can't even keep up. Anyway, I'm sorry, Saad. Apologize. Sorry.
That's it. All I said was that we have players playing at world-class level, but you can't call them world-class when they're playing. There's a difference between playing at world-class level and being world-class. You have to keep the consistency up for a long enough period of time. I'm like Mo. I have a very high standard for the world class. I feel like now it's getting passed around too many times.
You have high standards for your club that haven't won in 20 years. Which one?
No, but just the word world class.
Right.
World class. I would say that Harry Kane was world class, is a world class striker, but I've always stood with the thing that he's not an elite striker. He's not an elite striker in Premier League history because he hasn't.
What?
He hasn't won anything. He's not an elite striker.
So I'm gonna tell you what Harry Kane mistake he did, and I said that many times.
I can't put him on the same table.
No, you can do whatever you want. If Harry Kane stayed and broke the record for the top scorer of the Premier League, he will be remembered forever. There will be statues. He will always be remembered forever.
That's great. That's great. He can hold that.
That's called history, my friend.
Okay, that's fine. But Mo, he can hold that plaque and bring it to the table. Meanwhile,
he will get punditry job
hold on,
more than other people.
Hold on. But he can bring that little plaque to the table. Meanwhile, Thierry Henry is carrying in his freaking Premier League trophies, and he's trying to get them placed onto the table.
I'm not gonna. Harry Kane doesn't compare to Thierry Henry. Like Harry Kane's not in that.
How are you comparing Harry Kane to Thierry Henry?
And that's where it lies. As great as Harry, because everybody in the world class thing, everybody's metrics different. There's no. This is world class. All 5 of us here could have different metrics and different standards for exactly what world class is. That's why it is kind of a tough conversation. Harry Kane, don't get me mistaken. I think adding on to what man said as well, I think you can have world class talent, but not add tapped into it. Because there's certain players who I think are super talented. And you could say, right, he's one of the most talented players in the world. But if you don't deliver and put in performances, are you world class, or is you just under delivering? Like that's how it looks. And with Harry Kane as well, it's does he sit at the when we do Premier League 11s, he don't get mentioned. I've never heard anyone mention him. When you do Premier League 11s, if whether it's overall, whether it's over a 10-year period, I never hear anybody fighting say get Harry Kane. Is Harry Kane better than Drogba?
Oh yes.
Really?
Yes. Come on, let's not, bro. Come on, man. Harry Kane is ridiculous, man. Let's not. The only indictment we can have on Harry Kane is the fact that he stayed at Tottenham for too long and he didn't win anything. Do you know what I'm trying? That's the only indictment we can have at him. Like, did he live up to his talent? Absolutely, bro. His goal scoring numbers say that, bro. Like, just last year he was competing with Haaland. Like, he only had 6 less goals in this Haaland that we're raving about. You know what I'm trying to say? And he did that consistently. He did that consistently every single year that he played in the Premier League.
But you know what the crazy part about that is?
Sorry, Flawless. Flawless, can I just say one thing?
Is he better than Van Nistelrooy?
No, hold on, Mo. 1 second, man. Can somebody, whoever lives near Will Stewart, bro, take the phone away from this guy, bro. I've heard William Saliba's not playing at a world-class level, and I've just heard Kane is a better striker than Thierry Henry. What is going, bro?
Kane's not better than
I think he's drunk,
he just hates on Arsenal.
I think he's drunk, bro.
Yeah, Kane's not better than Arsenal.
Sorry,
like, let's go that bed. Nah, it's all good, man. I'm glad. That's why I was like, Kane's not better.
Michael Ramsey here. Thank you for the super chat. Saying only crackhead have Kane over. Has Kane as world class? Well, I don't know. Why is that? He has been amazing, Harry Kane.
Again, because it's about if you're world class, you have to move the needle. I'm not saying he has to have won anything at Spurs. My biggest issue with Harry Kane is too many times when people say Spursy and they go out in the FA Cup to someone they shouldn't lose to, or the Carabao Cup, or the Europa League, or the Conference League, or the Champions League. Where is your best player? Stand up and be counted. A lot of the time, he is the best player on the pitch. So therefore, if you're the best player on the pitch, I'm holding you to the best player on the pitch.
Do you think Eto'o is world class?
Yeah.
Samuel Eto'o.
Yeah. That's one of the best.
So do you think Eto'o? I agree with you. I'm just asking.
That's one of the 4 or 5 best strikers of all time.
Yeah. Do you think Samuel Eto'o by himself could have won Spurs a trophy by himself as a forward?
It's not about winning them. It's not about winning them a trophy. That's why I said specifically it's about moving the needle. Like,
so you don't think Harry Kane moves the needle for any club he joins?
No. For other clubs, yes, I'm talking about Spurs though. When we are using the Spursy tax and they go out to a Nottingham Forest side, or they lose to Sheffield United in the FA Cup and League Cup, where is Harry? He played in those games. They were his last 2 domestic.
I saw Manchester City lost with Haaland as a striker.
Yes, and but you're missing the point that I'm talking about is when they go out to
I think we're about to your question, Mo, in terms of moving the needle. I think we're about to find out in terms of what Kane is doing in the Bundesliga. We're about to find out because he's doing everything that he's doing.
Is he not a top scorer now for them?
He is.
Again, 100%.
Listen, every single one of Lewandowski's records are in
in the bin, huh?
You know where Lewandowski?
I'm not saying in the bin.
In the champs. That's where I'm looking at Harry Kane. Don't let him disappear in one of these knockout ties. Don't let him disappear in one of these knockout ties.
Flawless, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You know what I'm trying to say?
We'll find out. We're about to find out.
Yes. I expect Harry Kane to score 75 goals in the Bundesliga. That's not even where I'm going to judge him. He could score.
But he's going to win. If they win nothing and he scores 75 goals,
they'll win the Bundesliga.
The thing is, we all know he's at least bare minimum. Everybody agrees he's a talent. Whether you have him world class, top class, we all agree he's a talent. The point that I'm making is Champions League. Knockout ties, what are you going to do? They don't even have to win the Champions League. The point I'm making is be a difference maker. Say they play Manchester City and they go out on aggregate 4-3, but Harry Kane scored 2 goals in one of the games, got a goal in another. Cool. You know what I'm saying? You had impact. I'm saying don't go out to Manchester City and it's 3-0 over aggregate and Harry Kane was awful in both games. Because if you're world class or you're top quality standard, let's hold man to them standards. Too many people want to baby their favorites. No, if you're world class, deliver.
Like if I was in the Champions League final and I had a choice between Kane and Benzema, it would be Benzema, because in those clutch moments, you're gonna exactly 1-on-1 with the keeper, penalty. It's gonna be Benzema. With Kane,
he was embarrassing.
We still don't know yet.
Mo, by the way, I've come to the conclusion that most of the people that watch your team are like 13 years old, bro. Because some of the things I'm seeing about Samuel Eto'o are crazy.
Statistics says otherwise. But
I'm just saying what I think.
Was he not an integral part of back-to-back trebles?
No. So I
he
actually
scored
believe.
He scored in both finals.
I actually believe Samuel Eto'o scored in the 2006 final. Samuel Eto'o is integral part in the Barcelona treble and integral part in the Inter treble. I believe Samuel Eto'o is one of the best forwards the world have ever seen.
Oh no,
I rate him so highly.
In life,
I have him top 4 all time in strikers. Like,
of course.
Yeah.
I think he chats to Thierry Henry because he didn't play in the Premier League. People just don't understand what he did for Barcelona. When Ronaldinho was there, what he did for Inter. People don't understand that he switched position to left wing and still was absolutely phenomenal.
Can I give you guys a statistic? Do you know in 2006 where Barcelona won that Champions League against Arsenal in the final? In the knockout stages, apart from one, Samuel Eto'o scored or assisted every single goal that Barcelona scored in the knockout stages. So round of 16,
that by itself is nuts.
And final.
See,
He scored or assisted every single goal that they scored from the round of 16 to the final, and they won it.
Even though he had Jolie, he had Rafa Marquez,
the point I'm making there is
there was Ludovic Giuli, there was Ronaldinho. Those teams were incredible, and it was Samuel Eto'o that stood up and was incredible.
Belletti was right back.
Yeah.
Come on, that team.
And to add to that point, that's what I'm talking about. So, say for instance, that stat you just mentioned there, incredible. That's a needle mover. Let's say they lose the final or lose the semi-final. I still look at him and go, you still delivered. You showed up.
That's what you want Harry Kane to do.
Yes, because we all agree he has the ability.
So what about a Haaland who hasn't scored in a final or semi-final?
Haaland is definitely, again, with the Haaland one, because that's what I was going to say, because man had mentioned him earlier. I remember the conversations people were having early last season. Or is Haaland good enough? He's made Manchester City worse. And then he went on and won them the treble. Yes, does he need to improve his performances in finals and semi-finals? Absolutely. But you know who that was also used against, and people like to act like it didn't happen? Cristiano Ronaldo. That was a question of him. In big games, people were questioning him. And it wasn't until he started scoring goals away in the new camp that in El Clasicos, people were like, oh, he's arrived. Then he became a clutch player. Let's not act like, no, Haaland's 2021. He's still got time to get there. He's nowhere near to finish the article.
Yeah, I think it's the best at both things. You can be clutch in moments and high pressure situation, but also have the statistics in terms of just everyday stuff like backing it up. Otherwise, because we're not saying, for instance, Kai Havertz, because he scored in the Champions League final, that he's a world-class player. We're just saying he just scored in the Champions League, but he didn't do as well. But if Kai Havertz was scoring
60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Sorry, every time I hear his name, bro, it comes out my mouth.
So we got to keep the show going because Mo on his phone. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I have to go actually because I have a football game and I need to get ready because I need to go in like 10 minutes.
You playing?
Yes, I play my coach.
Man's always got a football game, bro.
Okay, man, let's go. You playing, you coach. Where'd you play 11 aside, Mo? Position?
Central midfielder now because of age.
Okay, let's go. 6, 8, or 10?
6 now.
Okay, let's
in
go.
over 30, I play sometimes 10 in over 30, but this is open division. I play against 17 years old. And they play in like they rip me up. Like you can turn. I'm 39. Like literally, I play now, and when I got older, I had.
Mo, did you say you're 39 years old? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Wow, I would never ever have guessed that.
Really?
Yeah, you're 39. That's crazy.
Hey, you don't take the compliment, Mo, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good. 39. Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, you look
fantastic. You know what I'm saying?
I still play 3 times. I play three times a week actually, and I practice once. So yeah, because I don't have time to practice. Play 5 aside. One of the most competitive leagues probably in America. We have ex-pros and actually current pros for MLS. They come and play. And in the open division, we have still USL players and UPSL players. Second division MLS, they come in the off season. Like we have Mohamed Kaloun. Does anybody know Mohamed Kaloun? That played for Inter next to R9. So he played in the same league after he finished. And I marked him like 6 times in like 6 games.
Yeah, that name sounds familiar. I vaguely remember him.
He's the captain for Sierra Leone. He played for Monaco and he partnered the R9 at Inter.
Okay, yeah.
And then he partnered Adriano.
So the important question is, us knowing this about Mo now, yeah, does that change that? Obviously, his opinion on Bruno Fernandes might actually be right because he's coming from like a professional level. You know what I mean? He's actually playing the game, so he might know a bit more. Than
I'm not gonna lie. Me and Mo sit on the same side of the argument, innit? So I take that. Yeah, cool. I'll have that. We sit on the same side of the argument.
I wish he ended up at one of your clubs, man. Please come and take him. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Anyway, people, I want to okay, guys, stay on this show. We'll take you to Flawless Show. Sarcasm City TV. He's gonna have a Q&A. He's gonna tell you all about Manchester.
Manchester United show.
It's a Manchester United show.
Yeah, Man
All
United.
right, you're gonna hear all about it, guys. I'm not gonna keep you for long, so I need the 350 people. Just go ahead, stay in here. Thank you everybody that joined in. Congratulations, Arsenal, Newcastle, and I'm not sorry for Man United, but we move. We'll see you guys soon. We're out.
Take care, guys.